I think we're live. Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to today's messages of love from above. Hope you're having a great weekend. Let me just confirm here. Okay, there we go. There it is. So YouTube is saying that we are live, so we are good. So hopefully everyone is having an amazing moment. That's where we live, right? Right here, right now. So, welcome, everybody. Before we get started, let's bring some beautiful, eternal, unconditional love energy into us, into our hearts, our minds, our bodies, and raise our love vibration, and then let it fill us up and flow out to the world to raise the love vibration of the collective. So, um, before let's to get started, let's take a big deep breath and come back to right here, right now, in this moment. Come out of the chaos, come out of the future, come out of the past, come back to right here, right now. You can breathe in through your nose or mouth, whatever feels most comfortable. Hold it for as long as feels comfortable, and then release it through your nose or mouth as well. So here we go. Big deep breath in. Beautiful. Then we will bring the beautiful singing bowl in, and we will hit this 3 times. And each time I hit it, just imagine a flood of energy, unconditional, eternal love energy fill us up and then flow out to the world. So here we go. Mm, Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me in doing that. I'll just put her back here in her little perch. All right. Hello, 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 everybody. Hello. Good to see everyone. Hope you're enjoying this. We're still in this eclipse energy from we're still feeling the impact of the super full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces, which was about 3 weeks ago. We'll feel it for another 1 to 3 weeks, depending on your connection to those planets. And then, of course, this week we had the new moon solar eclipse in Libra. So that energy coming in here as well. Hey, everybody. So, welcome, welcome. If you're new to my channel and to do these readings, welcome. We got a great group of people, huge hearts, great senses of humor, which we really helps with everything these days, right? So welcome, welcome. How the free readings work, I do go down in order, first come, first serve. For free readings, all you do is put your question out in the chat. I don't, there's no special list. The chat is it. You just put your question, and if you want to put your question out there and your business out there into the world, you can of course ask for a general reading. Spirit knows all. We'll ask them just what they want to tell you, and we'll pull cards and see what message comes through for you. Um, what else? What else? If anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange. I do prioritize those readings, step out of the free readings, and I dive deeper. Usually, free readings, 1 to 2 cards normally, but I dive deeper into those. So, if you want a more in depth message, you can make a donation, and it's also prioritized. You can use the super chat down below or in the description box of the video. I do have my Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and Square. And whatever amount you feel you are able to give is the perfect amount. I know everyone's finances vary from person to person, day to day, country to country. Exchange rates are different. Cost of living is different across the world. So I don't look at that. Whatever you want to, give is perfect. After those, any of my YouTube monthly channel members, then they get next priority. You'll see their names in green. I have at least one here. Hey, Johanna. Shout out. You'll see their names in green with a little badge there. And then they get that, um, that next priority. And then I move on to free readings. And I try to get through as many free readings as I can. I don't always get through them all on Fridays and Saturdays, but on Sundays, I do come back on in the afternoon. I only have a Sunday morning session. And then after I have an hour with my Praying Mantis members, and after I eat, I come back on and finish all readings from that day. So if you've been trying and you try to get your free reading done, and I don't get to, for sure come back on Sundays and we'll make sure we get that for you. Last night, I was able to get all readings done. So if you did come in last night, we do have that. Every month, YouTube gives me 10 Zen Cricket YouTube channel memberships of my memberships to give away. The first Saturday of the month, which is today, I give 5 in this session and 5 in this evening session. If you don't know how to make sure your little gifting option is set to yes, because you do have to have that to be eligible. There's this video here tells you how you can get into that, and then you can turn that on for this evening session because I'm about to give 5 away before we get started into everything. If you're interested in becoming a YouTube channel member, my Zen Cricket is $2.99 a month. And in addition to get prioritization in these sessions, I do come in on Wednesday nights for 2 hours and we do free readings for all my YouTube channel members. We do oracle readings, past life readings. This last Wednesday, we did what bird were you in a past life? What plant or tree were you in a past life? Animal guides, like what you messages from your animal guides, what kind of animal spirit is either with you temporarily now or been with you in a lot of lifetimes. So it's really fun. And so that's the Zen Cricket. And then once I get back into doing some pick a cards and stuff, you get advanced access to those. That's Zen Cricket. Praying Mantis is $7.99 a month, which includes everything from Zen Cricket. Plus, on Thursday nights, we have an additional 2 hours. And then Friday and Saturday nights, we have an hour after my regular sessions. And then after my Sunday session, we also have an hour. So you have access to all of that. Again, we do talk about all those things, all things astrology. We even read books. Right now, we're reading this beautiful book by Sonu Shaket, Trust Your Vibes, on how to grow your intuition. And so we do a bunch of things like that to help with our shadow work and different things. So if you're interested, down in the description box of the video, there's a link on how to sign up for that. Right? Unicorn. Yeah, past life. Yeah, we do past life readings too. It's probably why you mentioned that because I do that. We do those during those readings too. And I love doing past life readings. So a praying mantis, a praying cricket was on your screen door inside your home. Wow, I love that. Beautiful. All right, so I think that is everything. So let me do the giveaway here. And let me make sure here it's still in the same place here. So all I do is push a button, and then Spirit and YouTube are the ones who choose it. So I'm about to hit that right now. It'll take just a sec. So here we go. And three, two, one. So it'll start popping up here. So here we go. So Holly, congratulations. Nelia Maderos, Just Blessings, Rising Phoenix, and CJ. So congratulations, you guys. You have a 1 month membership and access to those things. Let me just grab a screenshot here. Whoops. And whoa, that didn't mean to do that. Papa took a picture of the entire screen. All right, there we go. We'll grab those. Perfect. You are welcome, Holly and CJ. Congratulations. Supposedly, it bases it on individuals who are very active on the channel. So thank you for being here and doing that. So all right. So we'll pull five more this evening. So if you don't have your little yes turned to on, do it. You don't have to be present to win. Like in the chat, it looks at history, I think, because I've had people that have won that weren't, in the chat. So I like that. Today we will be using the Wild Unknown Tarot. I'm very much in an animal connection energy. There's something to do with just earth energy going on. So, all right, I think that's it. Let's get started. Enough blah blah blah, right? So, we do have donations, so we'll start there. And so, Johanna, hello again. Thank you so much for your donation. I'll give that a love and a like here. And we will start there. So, yeah, it's funny. I was shuffling some cards, and these Wisdom of Avalon cards. I shuffled, and the owl card came. Yep, here it is. The owl card came out. Um, and so it was funny. That's like confirmation about your other friend, that their animal is definitely the owl. So I love that. And so Jay wants to know too. So let's take a look here. We'll see what spirit animal is coming in. You think it's a snake, a wolf, or a fox, huh? Well, we will see what comes in. I'm going to use the Spirit of the Animals Oracle. They've been the one that's been coming through quite strong on spirit guides. So let's take a look here. So, what is the spirit? All right. Well, not one of those today, but they definitely got the raccoon, which is inventor. It's funny. We over this last winter, there's a chimney. It's interesting. There's a chimney for a fireplace in the basement, and they had closed it off, but there wasn't like a cap on the very top to keep animals out, and we had some raccoons scratching in there throughout the winter. But they're not going to be here because we got that fixed. But I love raccoons; they are adorable. So it feels like this is who is in their life right now. Yeah, yeah. Just let it come to you, because that it made total sense that yours was a ladybug, just because of the herbs and everything. It's very much a supportive energy of that. It's the positive, one of the positive insects that doesn't try to eat, uh, away plants. They actually like release them, tons of them, into greenhouses because they help it all. But the raccoon is, it says, decide on what you really want. You have the ingenuity to claim it. Avoid being the trickster and practice integrity. So maybe that's the fox energy you were thinking about. Fox and raccoon can be very similar, right? You have many roles and can juggle them well. So the energy of the raccoon is creative, confident, curious, shy, secret, fastidious, fussy, disguises, dexterity, masks, bandit, adaptable, and survivor. So, and I do feel like the raccoon isn't like in every lifetime, but I feel like they really they're showing me him in a like a how Daniel Boone, at least in the United States, they had someone with a coon hat, so a raccoon hat on their head. But raccoon is nature's problem solver. They teach us that if one thing doesn't work, try something else. Their curiosity, dexterity, and intelligence helps them discover new ways to live and survive. Raccoons are able hunters and know how to provide. The parents are good teachers to their children. They're dexterous with their hands and very tidy and clean. If raccoon is your totem, you are clever, useful, fastidious, creative, and confident. You always find your way to your goal. You're playful and love the night. And you can enjoy getting into a little trouble. It sounds like them. The raccoon person wears many masks. Those with this totem may need to put on a new face to create greater success. Raccoon medicine can teach you to move with ease through your many roles in life, whether as an associate, parent, child, friend, or partner. Raccoon people are secret keepers and need to guard against a tendency to purposefully deceive. Raccoons can be tricky little bandits. Well, that's hilarious. Sassy Libre, you believe you're a raccoon too? If your creativity and thinking expands at night, you might be a nocturnal genius like raccoon. You're playful, loving, and clever. Your gifts are many. Use them, be fearless, and go after what you really want. Some things they can contemplate. Number one, have they changed masks too many times and misplaced their true identity? Number two, have they been tempted to steal or deceive? Number three, is someone tricking or stealing from them? And number four, look out for deception and choose integrity. So I like that for them there. But I do feel like they come into their lives off and on. I don't feel like it's like this power animal that's like every lifetime, type of energy. I feel like they come in and out at different pockets of their life when they, um, especially when they have something significant to overcome. They just, when they need creative solutions, especially. So I like that for him. A raccoon, but that makes sense. Like you were saying, what was the snake and fox? It kind of is this combination of them, right? Because they're very intelligent. Raccoons are. Um, One of my favorite little memes on Instagram is someone pulling up to a drive-through donut shop, and there's this little raccoon that walks in front of them. Evidently, the donut shop gives them a donut often because they open it up and they, um, lean over to give it to him, and he reaches up and stretches and grabs it, sticks it in his mouth, and then they kind of just do that little sonder away. It's cute. A support raccoon, right? Like a support animal. So I love that. So that's what's coming through for them, Johanna. So hopefully that resonates there. All right. So thank you for your donation again, and good to see you. All right. And then Nova, we got three from Supernova. And then we will jump over to, let me just look at timestamps here. Then we got Maria P with your PayPal. And then we got Jeep, Holly, back to Jeep, back to Nova, and then Sassy Libra. That's where we're at right now. On theirs, right? They're not stealers, huh? They dig in trash to survive, right? Yeah, yeah. And they're so adorable. I they're people like rescue them quite a bit, and they kind of they can be house pets. It's hilarious. There's just so many cute ones out there. Rodents, giant rodents. All right, so let's get into this here. So Nova, thank you so much for your first donation here. You said yesterday you went to the hospital. Okay, and they sent to a place called Safe Haven. Wow, a mental health place. That's perfect. And you spoke with two of the staff. Super nice. So you had great conversations, and you even opened up and told them about love and your struggles. An awesome, casual, helpful conversation. I'm so proud of you to doing that, and taking those steps. That's wonderful to do. It's definitely, I know that's something that they've been pushing to open up to. So that's a great place there. And you want to know what it meant for you to find an awesome place with awesome staff for your mental health. What do spirit guides want you to know about it? All right, they're taking me to an oracle? Not yet. So let's take a look here and see what Z Tarot says so far from your spirit guides. So what do they want you to know here? All right. I love you. I just love spirit. So, whoa. So we love this particular deck. The Eight of Swords shows us on our cocoon and the transformation that happens. The Eight of Swords is so much about becoming aware of our own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that you know have us feel trapped and restricted and helpless and small, and it helps the release. The eight is the release of these things, and you can see how you know they feel trapped within these sharp places here. But as these fall away, that's what allows you to come out of your cocoon and allows your wings to spread as well. So I definitely like that for you there. That's the bottom of the deck. So they're saying that this is perfect. This is part of the transformation that's coming in. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah. So I like this. Let me see here if I can do this. We'll show them separate anyway. But these three cards came out together. And you have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is allowing things to unfold. It's the, last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit, and it is the progression of things coming in here. So I do love that, it's allow it, don't feel like you have to rush through it, enjoy each step. It's like there's like stepping stones across something. Just take it one step at a time and allow yourself to go that way, because it is bringing in here the rainbow with the daughter of pentacles, which is the page of pentacles in the standard tarot. New opportunities opening up, new birth. And so I like that too. And it really helps here with the two of wands coming in. The two of wands is like um making plans, taking one step at a time. So this energy is just allow things to unfold, allow the new experience to unfold, and it does take you here. Even yeah, look at here on the bottom of the deck. You've got the Ten of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. So very supported, very much. They're saying, yeah, this is what helps bring you to this place of joy, allows you to open up to see who you really are, which is a being made of this joy. And the Wheel of Fortune is, everything that happens for us. And I love that you um, realized that the awesomeness of these individuals, and that you were brought to the perfect place, a safe haven. So I love that. Let's see what else they have here. Yeah, an emotional choice. So you're also they're teaching you here, and there's this thing about geese too, which I'll talk about here in a sec. But let me just move my butt so I don't fall off the chair here. But you know, every moment we have lower vibrational, higher vibrational choices, and I love that it's going to be a place that empowers your emotional choices, of all things to come through. But geese are amazing. I studied them once for a presentation for a team builder when I was in corporate life. So everything happens, all my history fits into everything, and they fly in V's, right? Um, and they do that because the first one takes all the it's harder to fly, and everyone else backs up behind it because it's easier for them to fly because they're taking on the wind that's coming against them. So as they go back, it's easier and easier and easier for everyone to fly, but they take turns at the front, which is really cool. So they don't, like, one person doesn't take it all. They rotate out, like, basically, um, taking on the burdens of each other. And then if a geese gets sick and it goes down, it will follow. It will, another one will break off with it, and it'll stay with it until it's better or until it's dead, and then it flies back and they join and catch up with their the rest of their flock, I guess is what they're called. So I love that energy of support and sharing one another's burdens that comes in here too. Yeah, yeah. So therapy only once a month. Yeah, definitely. Um, yeah, I agree with that energy too. So I love that. Yeah, and beautiful Son of Cups, the Knight of Cups, movement of emotion as well coming in here. So I like that this is a positive movement and very supported for you with all that too. So I really like that. Right. And also, oh, and I didn't grab one of these for you, Johanna. So if you're still here, let me know if you're still here, Johanna. I'll get you one of these after I pull this one for. I got these Akashic Truth Oracle deck, which is an amazing deck. So let's see what else they want you to know here. Okay, they do it. That one there. Okay. Yeah. So we got this great reassess, which says you're being asked to take stock of your life and let go of anything or anyone that no longer makes you happy. Notice who and what brings you joy and who and what doesn't. It's time for some life cleanup, which is what you're doing. So I like that. This is supporting the what you're doing and that you're taking steps. So I love that for you. All right. So Johanna, let me know if you're here, and I will pull a card at because I didn't do one for you, so I owe you one. All right, so that's for the first one there, Nova. So thank you for that donation, and thank you for your additional donation with the coming soon for number two. So, messages from your spirit guides. What do they want you to know? Even how to move ahead of this depressing phase of your existence. All right. Well, I feel like you're definitely taking a step already with what you're doing there. So again, just reiterating a huge high five and fist bump from your spirit guides on taking those steps. And then they want the spirit animal oracle. Yeah, it's funny. I've got the spirit animal oracle, and the other one's the spirit of the animals oracle. This one is a different one than we used earlier. All right, there we go. So, what else do they want you to know here? Okay, flying out of the deck here. Wow. The rhino, overcome any obstacle. There you go. Boom. Card number 50. Let's see what they mention here with everything going through and stepping through here. So, overcome any obstacle. We always have the choice to press ahead, and Rhino's spirit strength offers you the power to break through stubborn obstacles. This animal spirit knows there is more than one way to open a path to what you seek. When Rhino Spirit appears, you are reminded that you have a marvelous ability to overcome obstacles in multiple ways by going around them, shattering them with force of clear, deliberate intentions, or even transforming them into clouds that drift away by refusing to allow them to limit you. Apply your Rhino spirit with creativity, and no obstacle can stand, for you have magic to make and many ways in which to make it. Your power is awesome right now. Rhino Spirit also wants to remind you that when an obstacle appears to prevent you from getting what you desire today, it means that something much better is coming. Keep that in mind when you consider the nature of the obstacle in front of you now. Great Spirit loves you so much and only wants the best for you. That's Great Spirit. These come with a protection message too, which I want to look at here. It says, the appearance of an obstacle in front of you offers you a choice. Barrel into it and bang your head, or find your easiest way around it and don't fight it. Are you exhausted by your efforts to break through an obstacle? Are you stubbornly insisting that there is only one way to remove it from your path? Rhino Spirit is here to tell you that sometimes the answer is no, sometimes it is no, not yet, and sometimes it is no, not the way you think it should be. Open to new possibilities, and you will find other options begin to appear. Not every conflict is worth engaging in, and not every obstacle is worth resisting head on. Don't waste energy banging your head against the wall. So I like this, you know, strength energy. You can, like as far as animal spirit guides, I feel like Rhino spirit is with you. I feel like it's important for you to recognize the spirals and the crown that's on their horn here too. And I just like this Rhino energy. Like you can, embrace that, connect with the Rhino spirits, like they're one of your animal spirit guides that's with you and amongst all of your others, and they can give you that animal medicine to help you move through. So I like that. And it kind of goes back to that your first reading where it talks about one step at a time and just buckle in and take one next step and one next step. It's kind of a perseverance kind of energy, because rhinos, they're, they are definitely, this strength here, right? You're wearing your hospital wristband. Gonna wear it every day because you can't get it off. Yeah, yeah, definitely can be. Well, it looked like it was. Well, this one looked like it was a bit pink here, but for yours, it can be an albino, however it appears to you in your mind's eye, right? But I love that's a, I like that the hospital wristband, this one in particular, represents your awesome experience you had and the support that you had with that as well. So I like that. All right. So that is what they have for that one. And then number 3, thank you for, again, your additional donation there in the sticker. Messages from Curdy Pie. You sure he has some super helpful advice or suggestions, something like that. He's always got something to say, right? So I like that. And of course, he speaks in Oracle because he's a storyteller. There's this Rumi Oracle that I'm being drawn to, an invitation into the heart of the divine. All right. So let's take a look here and see what does Kurt have to say. All right, there we go. Yeah, enter the garden of delights. Card number 28. I like this for you. Just starting off, they're reminding me, um, you know, this Trust Your Vibes book that we're reading. In fact, it was last night that we actually read it. And it talked about getting out into nature helps us, even if it's just looking at nature or, like on a screen, but it's getting away from the chaos and those different things. But spending time listening to nature, looking at nature, being out in nature really helps us raise our vibration. And so I feel like that's a big piece here that's coming in is, it's good to you know, get outside if you can, right? And um even if it's a park or it just helps you connect with that beautiful mother nature and feel supported by the earth mother, because you're out yonder. So let's take a look here. I know these tend to be a little longer, but we'll read it here. So the message from Rumi to start off says there is a sweet spot when entering the garden of delights, a moment where the senses have gorged themselves upon beauty and become heavy with their fullness, slowing the mind so that it can perceive the divine beloved dancing behind the veils of nature. But first comes the sensual feasting. Blooming orchids arrest the gaze with their startling and strange beauty. Nectar from the ripest fruits of the garden drips luscious and sweet upon the savoring tongue. Hungry for gossip, the ears shamelessly eavesdrop upon the birds in melodic conversation. They sing of greatest, most passionate love and boundless living joy. The ears open wide to take it all in. The craving for touch is sated by rough textured bark falling from the ancient trees, soft dewy grasses, cool in the shade, the crunching leaves making their sounds under the hot sun and dancing feet, and the caress of that sunlight upon bare shoulders, with weight of its own like a silken wrap placed just so by a caring lover's hand. The breeze, the very breath of the beloved Earth Mother, is sweet with scent of lavender and jasmine, warmed by the Sun Father. Oh, drink it in until your arms raise themselves to heaven, your head tilts, eyes rolling back in your head, and your sacred animal body is mindless and in love. The Garden of Delights, narcotic in effect, lulling the senses from tension into sacred languor, that love may be experienced. Let us rest here in the midst of so much life, where the goodness of life is felt and the heart is free from any prison of pain or doubt. Come, be in the garden with me now. Let us be free and feast to our heart's content. Wow. I love that because you're so poetic that such a beautiful description of being out in nature and embracing that beauty of nature from all the five senses. And then the message for the card says, you've been granted entry into sacred space, a mirab, a sanctuary for worship. When the soul is well acquainted with love, life becomes a temple of love, the sacred space in which the soul can grow powerful through expansive worship of love. You're being invited by your spiritual brother Rumi to enter into life, to commit in coming alive, even if at times this feels deeply challenging. I feel like Kurt wants to say you're being invited by your spiritual brother Kurt, too, right? Sometimes a part of you may rather stay locked in an illusion of security for a time, perhaps expressed through the preference for what is known over what is unknown, what is familiar and comfortable, compared to that which is unfamiliar or uncomfortable. To wrestle with the parts of us that would deny aliveness is a natural part of growth. It can seem so risky with such potential for heartache, and yet what could be more heart-wrenching than the slow death of a precious human soul suffocated by fear and inertia? That is the greater risk of never really and fully being born into this world of wonders. So, Kurt is your midwife, there to ensure full spiritual birth. He is standing at the threshold with you now. And you're being asked to cross this threshold from the life that you've been living into the aliveness that is flickering and glowing at your feet. It is love's wild, hot embers at your sacred feet. They will erupt at any moment into a holy inferno, taking hold of you and igniting you from within, transforming you into living fire. To come alive requires shedding of so much adherence to the fear of death. The great brother whispers wisdom into your heart. You've heard it, felt it already. The fear of death is so much more terrible than death itself. Nothing is dying in you but fear, so the heart can live more freely. Death and life are twin angels, dancing together in communion with the sacred. They're not opposed, they bring the soul aliveness and make the garden of delights possible. They bring the seasons of the soul that foster growth and take the appearance of dying away, which is actually part of the cycle of life again and again and again. You've been brought through much death, dear one, around you, within you. You've known this dark angel. That is why you are so full of life. Your attempts to stay as you have been, to render something in your life immobile or impervious to change, have failed. Let us celebrate. There's no delight in frozen moments long since past. Why try to feast upon such food? It will not nourish you anywhere near as deeply and fully as fresh from the oven morsels of life. Come, let us taste all that is on offer. We'll drink headily and sate our deepest thirst. Let us enjoy the richness of the meal in gratitude for its preparation and awe at the skill involved in such masterful creation. Do not let the memory of death starve you of your participation in life. Do you hold on still to that which is past? I will soothe you with a loving touch upon your back, and yet gently I will turn your head to the right and urge you to see the rising sun. Your life is blessed, you see. I want you to know this now. I want you to accept this now. Let those horrors of the past be gone. They are no more than phantoms. The garden is here now to be touched, tasted, seen, heard, felt, inhaled, and loved. And this oracle comes to you with a message. A new day is dawning for you. This is a time when the past will very soon cease to have any hold over you. Celebration is imminent. You're invited into the golden light of divine plenty. Put your worries behind you now and step into your divine inheritance, where all is sorted according to kindness and grace. Wow. There's a sacred honoring ritual, really small one. It says, say aloud, I accept the gift of golden grace and healing now, to leave behind all prisons and tombs, conscious and unconscious, of heart and of mind. I open up to life and assistance through unconditional love, in being present to the miraculous beauty that seeks to live through me, as me, and in benefit to all humanity now. I know myself to be worthy of this grace, to be this grace. So be it. And then place your hands gently on your heart and rest for however long feels good. And when you're finished, you've completed your ritual. Wow. Boom. I love it. So I definitely see why he wanted to give you that card. So I love that. Wow. Let me to catch up here with see what you said here. All right. And what you're writing in the hospital wristband. Oh, yeah. And what it represents. Beautiful. So that was some imagery. Yeah. Really, really allowing your energy. your creativity to come through. You are that creative. Kurt in a pink nurse outfit. Yeah, beautiful, right? You actually went to a restaurant today. Wow, you ate. I'm so proud of you. Yeah, I thought they might, you might have felt some touching on your shoulder. Yeah. So you're definitely, I don't feel like it's they're saying you're slowly dying. I feel like it's like you're choosing to live. So, I like that more and more. So, and I see you have, at least one other one, so we'll bounce back, to you here in a moment. So thank you for that. I love that message. Such a curt message. He's, waxing poetic. I love it. All right. So we will be back to you here in a few. So thank you, my dear, and thank you for sharing your experiences. I feel like, you live so boldly and you share your heart in these chats, and I feel like it does impact people. It helps people relate that we've all felt suicidal and we've all felt, down, and how can I get through this? And with you sharing that, you're helping by expressing yourself so authentically. So, thank you for that. Thanks for being brave. Not giving a poo poo caca. You're like, me, I'm me. So I love that. All right. All right. So next we have Maria via Z PayPal, and then we'll have Jeep Holly, and then back to Jeep, and then Nova. And then we have a few more that came in. So we've got Sassy Libra, and then Shinmei, hey, hey, and then Nelia Medeiros, and then back to Nova again. So thank you guys so much. I love that. And thank you, Sean G, sending you love too. Good to see you. So grateful for such a loving group of people. I feel so blessed. All right. So Maria, welcome to this Saturday's um, episode of Days of Our Lives, the Walter and Maria Sexy Red Edition. Woo! You're so funny. Hey, glad you're here. So let's take a look here. So thank you for your donation. And let's see. So, what are Walter's thoughts towards you today? Feelings. Oh, all right. So, those are feelings towards you today. And then, what is he up to this weekend? All right. Like they want that one, and then that one, and then that one. Okay, that goes on top. All right. So specific. All right. And then what are his thoughts on the pin you gave him? All right. And he's wearing it, and you let him pin you too, and you wear yours. Oh, is that like pinning like they did back in the 40s and 50s, where it means we're going steady? I'm just kidding. So let's take a look here. So, what are first of all, his thoughts towards you today? All right. Yeah, two major arcana coming in. That's funny. You're marking your territory. All right, Sassy Libra. Yeah, it'll be just a little bit. But it's all available on replay if you need it to as well. So so Wheel of Fortune is, of course, abundance, fullness, the Emperor. Really, I feel like there's this energy here of um, you know, this nudge to want to take charge and get things going and make plans in their life and have things moving. So I feel like you just really their thoughts regarding you is that you've given them this, feeling of fullness that they haven't felt in a very long time. And I like that. I like that approach, that mindset that they have here. Let's see what emotions come in here too. Yeah. Yeah, and the Eight of Pentacles. So, the Eight of Pentacles is about kind of things moving in the outside world as well, because it's about putting in the blood, the sweat, the tears to have the movement go forward. And here, the Two of Wands, too, which is their power of choice and where they're investing their energy. And it feels as if they have this spark that has, happened because of your interactions that is making them, I'm ready to, get, I know it's like a second wind. It feels like the second wind that's come in that they're like, yeah, I want them ready to get flying. I hear these, they must be having, at the Air Force Academy here in Colorado Springs, sometimes um, the pilots, I think they're not called the Blue Angels. I think that's someone else. But I feel them practicing, and you can hear it going. It's like they're ready to take flight. They're really to get going, and head off. So I like that. So I feel like they're ready to, because it's like Top Gun. They're ready to, put in the effort, put in the training, put in the practice, put in the work so that things can go forward. So I like that. It's just like there's this encouragement. What is he up to this weekend? Let's see here. Yeah, they got the moon. So there's a lot of transformation, um, a lot of stuff below the surface. What is this? Oh, they gave me 3 cards. Let's see what this is about, because there's a lot of emotion that's, with this moon. Oh, Mother Luna, care of their emotions, self-care a lot this weekend, right? Um, we got the Son of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands, which is fast movement, so they're wanting to do it for them, and I like that they're making these choices because they're like, okay, this is in my best interest. And the Hierophant too, their higher self is really giving them a lot of clarity this weekend, the capital T truth on who they want to be, what they really want, where they want to go. So I know they've been kind of confused a little bit lately about what to do, where to go, blah 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 blah. But there is a lot of clarity that's coming in because of this now, and I like that. The Hierophant is Taurus, grounding, earthy energy too, um, and the Ace of Pentacles here, which is new opportunity opening up in the outside world. So they really are looking and focusing on what their desires are, what they're wanting. There's getting a lot of reflection too. Usually the moon will have like a lake or some sort of body of water for reflection on there too. So I feel like that's a lot going on here. You're a Taurus. Yeah. So I like this. I like that kind of energy coming in there for you there. Um, and then what are his thoughts on the pin that you gave him? All right, let's take a look here. I like this. The Justice card is this, you know, the sword in the middle there between the two cats allows them to have higher clarity around things and cut away old fears in that. And the Hanged Man is the transformation, is the whoa whoa whoa, kind of energy that comes in too. So it's a good balance between the two of those coming in here. um you know it's the balancing of the scales, the figuring out of things, and in some way, like I was talking, and it's like when you did that, it just made them feel special, and it made them look at things from a different perspective and kind of get out of their head a little bit. um But then also the Hanged Man kicks in and is like, well, transformation, don't rush it, don't rush it, don't rush it. So it's like they're telling themselves this. It's like, okay, let's allow things to unfold. But they like that. It's kind of going back and forth, right? They appreciate it, they like it, but also they got to get their other stuff, squared away. they it goes back to that diluting. They don't want one pond to dilute another pond. They want to, you know, drain the other pond and then have it dry out and then, go into the new pond. That's funny. Yeah, nothing bad at all. It feels all positive. That's more them. They're not telling you that, they're talking about telling themselves this, right? So I like that. And then let me pull a card here. And then the Nova, I did not give you your other cards here. I am failing. So I'll give you some extra cards with these Akashic Truth Oracle. I think I only gave you one. So I owe you two. And Johanna, if you're here, we owe you one too. All right, so let's take a look here, Maria. What else does Spirit want you to know here? Yeah, we got bravery coming in here, which says you're being asked to make a tough decision that you've been putting off because of fear, which is understandable. But you do have the strength and bravery to make this decision, and you will feel so much lighter when you do. I feel like this is more of not so much as something that you need to do. I feel like this is something that you have done, and this is the like the kudos for it or the support of it, if that makes sense. So I like that because I don't feel like there's not really much that you hold back from. So it feels like there's this, it's like more of a like, the other musketeers cheering you on and doing that, right? You're like, I know. That's great. So it's being celebrated, not pointing anything out negatively or anything like that. They're just supporting that. All right, so that's what they got for you, my dear. So thank you again for your donation. I appreciate that so much, and for including us in the days of your lives. All right, so let me scroll back up here. All right. And then Jeep, you are up next. So let's give that donation some love and a like. So thank you for that. And you wrote a letter to Aaron and the outcome, his reaction. All right, let's take a look here. So outcome, one card, and then reaction to the letter. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. Interesting. Oh, 1, 3. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Well, the bottom of the deck, you have the full card, which is, this new journey, this new adventure, a new cycle, something free of expectations. So I like this. It's positive energy is what I'm picking up from it. I feel like it's going to open up an adventure for you. So we'll start off here. First of all, their reaction, right? Let me move my mouse. There we go. Oh, the outcome. The outcome with the Ace of Swords. I feel like there's going to be new communication that is spawned between the two of you here because Swords does rule over communication, thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. But I just really feel like there's this new clarity, this new communication that comes in with this here. And let's see what their reaction is here. So they have the Five of Wands, which is transformation of energy. Let's see what that transforms from into. Yeah. So the Mother of Wands, which is the Queen of Wands, and the Son of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords. So movement of thought and belief and mindset and communication. And this Queen of Wands is very much this energy of being seen, of um you know there's such powerful energy with the queen because she's open to receiving, but she communicates with spirit so well. And if there needs to be clarity, but a big piece of this energy that comes in is this attraction. It's like fire signs. There's this attraction that comes in with this. It doesn't need to be physical or that kind of thing. It just there's this drawing in of it that spawns this. So I feel like there's this energy that changes from something feeling like opposition to something that feels very compatible and supportive with this coming in here. Let's see what else they had here. Yep. So you got the 6 of Wands, which is comes right after the 5 of Wands. So this moves into victory and recognition that comes in here too. So I like that. Let's see what else comes in here. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you've got the Hermit, which is a guiding light, and I feel like that if you were asking them for opportunity or help or something along those lines, that there is going to be this guidance that comes through here because here's the World card, which is the last card of the major arcana that then starts back over at the Fool card, which we got in the beginning. So that's another victory card. You got the 6 of Wands in this. So it feels very positive. It feels like um, a new beginning of something in an area of your life here. Yeah, you got the Father of Cups too, the King of Cups, balancing of head and heart. And it's a very compatible energy too, of that you guys will click on a level that you hadn't before if you haven't clicked before. But I feel like this is just this wonderful balance between sharing of heart but sharing of mind, and it really is a positive journey that I feel comes in here. Again, balancing of head and heart is on the bottom because you had what this is so funny that there's this progression of communication. You got Let's see, I can do it this way. There we go. Because you got the Ace of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Three of Swords. There's like this boom, 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 and you got the Knight of Swords. So it does create communication and it does move communication. Yeah. So I feel like there's going to be um additional communication coming in for sure with all of this. With all that uh energy coming in. So I feel like it's going to open up um conversation and correspondence, if that makes sense. And then I also want to give you here an Akashic Truth Oracle. All right. What else do they have here? Yeah, and I got this break free kind of energy. So this is that world card to the full card. You're being asked to break free from the tribe in order to live your authentic life. This isn't easy, but it's very necessary if you're going to share your true self with others. Be brave, be real, be you, and trust that those who love you will always be there for you. So I like that energy with this because it's like, don't try to be someone you're not in your interaction. Be true to you, be real, be, you know, don't try to, well, I'm gonna, present myself this way. No, just present yourself as the true you. Um, because otherwise it'll come across as, I don't know, don't want to say arrogant or egotistical or pompous or, when because I feel like this is how they would take it. They would, because of what they've experienced. I feel like father, stepfather, stuff in their past. If you present yourself that way, they're like, "Oh, look at you puffing yourself up like these other people." But if you're just real, then they're like, "Finally, someone who's real, someone who doesn't, say the things that people think I want to hear." You tell it like it is, and not in a rude way, but in a real way, and I like that. So that's what I feel is coming through for that one for you, Jeep. So thank you so much for that donation. And then you do have another one. We'll bounce back there in just a moment. But in between, we have Holly Holly. Thank you so much for your donation. Let's give that a love and a like. And you want to know what is coming up for you in the near future? Let's take a look here. So what does Spirit want you to know about what is coming up in the near future? Right? Got that one. Do you want that one? I want this top one, that one. Okay, that it. All right, so let's see what we got here. Let me just little bridge happening here. But the bottom of the deck, you do have the Emperor, and this is Aries energy. This is powerful energy coming in here for you. Hello, Holly. um, so and congratulations on being one of my Zen Cricket. So Wednesday, if we're 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Mountain Time is when we have our 2-hour session. If you want to join, no pressure, but just let you know. But this Emperor energy is about decision making, about stepping up and um, clarifying and decluttering the opinions in your life about who you are supposed to be, should be, need to be, have to be, must be. There's like this clarity coming in where all this opinion, all these self-appointed advisors with their what did I used to call it? Their um, unsolicited advice. You're like, okay, thank you, everyone. I appreciate it all, but it's time for everyone to take a step back, and I'm going to make decisions about what I want for my life, make a plan, and put action behind it. So I like that. Yeah. It's a good name for it. But it's their opinion out of fear and, well, everyone this is the way it's supposed to be because 'cause we're all brainwashed growing up, right? Conditioned of, we all wanna help everyone else because then that keeps our eye off ourselves. So, all these people meddling, and you're like, "That's okay. You're coming back to you. You're decluttering all this stuff, to do this." And I feel that you got 2 cards, then you have 1 card, a dash card, and another card, and then 1. That's why I feel like you're going from 2 down to 1, but there's this transformation coming in. Let's see what this is about. Alright. Yeah, and here we go. Yeah. Well, you're definitely gonna be making progress here, because here, the Father of Wands, the King of Wands, is like the Emperor, same type of energy. But this is about the star. This is about your dream come true and what you feel it is what is the dream? We realize when we wake up going, "Oh crap, I gotta go live my dream today." That's someone else's dream that we took on. This is that decluttering and the clarity that's coming in about what is it that I want to do? How do I uniquely want to share this powerful love within me with the world? And uniquely you. And this is what's coming in here is this lot of this clarity that's moving you this way. And yeah, it does move you. The card on the far end, whoops, as I knock stuff around, is the 3 of Wands. You do with new information, new clarity, you are changing direction and doing that, right? Yeah, and, so it's good here. We'll see what these 3 cards in the middle, that's the bridge that's taking you there, so this will be the how, but you definitely do end up taking a different direction. You do that. Wheel of Fortune first coming in is the first barrier for the bridge, the support. And the Wheel of Fortune tells you that, realizing that there's no wrong choice, that everything that unfolds in your life is on purpose for a purpose for you, not to you, right? Life doesn't happen to us. We want to come here and experience what it might feel like to be a victim and go, "Oh, why is life happening to me?" And then when we're done, we're like, "All right, that was fun." We get up, dust ourselves off and go, "Okay, now why did I want this to happen for me? What gift was in this situation? What is it telling me about myself, about what I don't want, about what I do want?" And we look at that. Some things we can ask ourselves is, when's the last time my heart felt full, when like it wanted to sing, it wanted to dance? That tells us a lot about what our high heart is like. Whoa, we love this. This is what I want to do. How can I make that, my expression of life, right? Let's see what else we have here. The other foundation on the other side is the Five of Pentacles. And this is definitely this energy of, these feelings of lack and these fears of our past, of, being left behind, being left out in the cold, not having enough. And with the Wheel of Fortune on one side and the Five of Pentacles on the others, this deals with these feelings of, um, of, fearing not having enough. Because when we depend on the outside world for our sustenance, they do let us down, right? They don't let us, when a human, when their little inner child feels unsafe and out of control, it's like my new shirt. we we go out of our intelligent, loving, compassionate minds and our little human self with our pet hissing cat. um they're in charge, and they will abandon us and pull things back and go into survival mode, and no. And so when we depend on a human for our sustenance, that's where we experience what it might feel like to feel abandoned, not good enough, left behind, and all that. But when we realize it's not humans that bring us what we need in each moment, but Creator, and that when we align with our dream, that, here I am, 57 years old. I've not ever had everything I've needed to live. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here right now. So we start building this trusting relationship with Creator, going, you know what? um, I'm always going to have what I need, not maybe everything my ego thinks it needs, or my shadow, my human side, but I always have what I need and more. They always give us more. They're not like, here's your bread and water. They always want to give us more with that too. So, I like that this part of this is knowing that it's not humans that bring me what I need in each moment, it's the Creator. And now it might come through humans sometimes, right? They're the shipping company. You order from Amazon, comes UPS or FedEx or post office or whatever, but we are thank you for delivering it, but we know where it came from, right? And so there's this. What's in the middle here? Yeah, Sign of Cups. So a big piece of how you do this is with the Knight of Cups. They're on this quest for the Ace of Cups, which is the Holy Grail, and it's the chalice of what we are. And so when we realize that our dream truly is, what we're hungry for is the eternal unconditional love of the spirit realm from where we came from. It's what we're made out of. It's what we hunger for. Outside world falls short. And so the clarity I feel around your dream comes as you connect to this high heart and you connect to your higher self. And you're like, oh, okay, I'm filling up from the inside out. And how do I uniquely want to share this with the world? Before we do that, our dreams usually are human based and pointed at an outcome and an attachment to an outcome of the future. Okay, my dream is to be that, and I'm not living my dream until I'm there. It's like, no, our dream is like, how do I uniquely want to share love with the world in my own special, unique way? I can do it right now. It may not be my job or my career yet. It took me years to get to the point where this is what I do for my daily living, and it's living my passion. And it took me time to get here because I had to release old thoughts and beliefs of attachment to, well, I'll have reached my dream if I have a million subscribers and I'm making $1 million a year and I'm traveling and doing seminars and writing best-selling books and blah 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 blah. But Spirit took me to the future and was like, um, kind of in my mind's eye, and showed me that I was there in the future. And they're like, "Are you happy?" And I'm like, "No, I'm looking for the next thing." And I'm like, "Oh, if I'm not happy and content in this moment, I'll never be content and happy in any future moment." So I come back to me, I connect to my higher love, and I just become a chalice that I fill up and overflow. And then I have steps and things I want to do, but I don't have to have my happiness wait, my contentment wait for the future. I'm happy and content now. just expressing it in different ways as I go. So hopefully that helps. Let's see here. Well, let's give you an Akashic Truth Oracle here too. But I definitely feel like there's a lot of clarity coming in and opening up there. Look, and you can believe in miracles. I like this. Says you're being asked to pay extra close attention to all the big and the small miracles that have already occurred in your life, and also to those that are currently occurring and are still to come. Miracles surround you. Be on the lookout for them. And also, um, gratitude. Gratitude is a big thing that raises our love vibration and allows us to see things clearly, right? But knowing that there's not like there's not a fixed way that you have to express this love in your heart. The creator is like, you have this beautiful, eternal, unconditional love energy in your heart. How do you want to express it to the world? And there's no like, no, no, no. It's like a grandparent taking a grandchild to go play at a park. How do you want to go play? And children, we as humans are like, I don't know, how am I supposed to play? What am I supposed to go to the swings first and then to the merry-go-round, then to the seesaw? Freaking out because we don't want to do it wrong. And the grandparent, creator is like, no, go play. There's no wrong way to go play. And we're like, oh, I don't want to make a mistake. And when we look at it from the creator's point of view, they're like, just go explore, go express. And you don't have to be fixed for the rest of your life. Like, oh, this is how I'm going to have to do it. It's like, no, do that for now. And then, try a different way when your heart takes you there. And it's okay. It's like, wow, it's freedom, it's flow, it's play instead of work and checking things off and doing your spiritual time card in and out. So I like that. All right. Yay, I love it. So thank you again, Holly, for your question and for your donation. I appreciate you. Excited for your adventure. Okay. Starting to look like Casper. There it goes. Not so bad there. You are very welcome. All right, we'll continue going down the list here. So we are bouncing back to Jeep Jeep. So let's give that some love and a like here. Jeep, thank you for your additional donation. So take a quick sip here. All right. So job situation. Any jobs soon? And then what do they want you to know? I feel like they want those two there too. All right. All right. So the Four of Wands on the bottom of the deck is a joy and a celebration and a gathering too. It's positive energy. So I feel like the job situation is bright with all of that stable energy. Fours are like a giant kitchen table with four huge legs on it. There's this energetic stability that's coming in here. So I like that. Um, and yeah, an Ace of Swords. So this was the direct answer to your question here about, you know, is there a new job coming? There's going to be new communication regarding a job coming up here very soon with this Ace of Swords. Let's see what else we have here. All right, yeah. So you got the Empress, which is bounty and harvest and new birth. Six of Wands, victory, celebration. Again, energy coming in here. So very supported that there is this coming here for you. Let's see what these other three cards are here. Yeah. And you have the Star card. So these three cards coming out together. We've got this is like the dreams come true kind of energy, right? Following your North Star. And with these cards coming out regarding your dream job here, you've got the Four of Cups, which is emotional stability, and the Five of Pentacles, which is like I would say um how would we say that? Um, Worth, instability, doubt. That is a word that they're bringing in here more with this Five of Pentacles. It was a different energy before. That's why I'm trying to gather my words around the emotion that I'm feeling, because it's like I have this, there's this emotional stability around my dream, but there's this doubt of that I could have money around it, that I could get paid for this, that I would make enough, those small, lower vibrational beliefs in lack and not having enough, right? Is it going to be enough? Is it going to be enough? And I like this clarity that will be coming in here for you, because it's like sometimes we're like, well, this is what I would love to do, but they're not going to pay me a lot for it. And it's okay if they don't. Um, and it's about getting into this career and these jobs that make you wake up excited about living, not going, oh crap, I got to go to work today. And sometimes we do get paid a little less in the beginning, to get into a job like that. But because of our joy, because of our excitement, because our energy is different, things expand faster because we're so grateful for it rather than hating a job. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it changes, and it allows us to go, and then we don't spend as much on um, medicines because we're have an ulcer because we hate our job, and we're just like in angst. When we're loving what we're doing, it's healthier for us, and it just naturally draws in more. It's a higher vibrational energy. So I feel like that's important. Yeah, I do feel like October, for sure, that you're getting at least possibilities of it here. But yeah, and as Lucky said, gratitude is the key. And I feel like that's the important thing, is like grateful for all the jobs that you have had, and write a list of all the things you've loved about the jobs of the past, and not focusing on what you hated. It's like, I know what I want. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. No, 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 no. It's I focusing on what I loved about each job. And then that helps raise that vibration too. Let's see what your Akashic Truth Oracle tells you here. Let's see. All right. There it is. Come on. And yeah, wisdom. I love that. And it says, you've been here before and you know what to do. Yet you fear disappointing others. The wise choice may not be the popular choice, but choose for the highest good in this situation, right? For your highest good. So I love that. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So that is what they have for you, Jeep. Jeep, thank you for your multiple donations. I really appreciate that. Excited for the adventure that is coming forth. All right. And so we've got Nova and then Sassy Libra. Welcome back. I think I saw you say that you're back. So you'll be up here right next after Nova's next one here. Let's see. That would be number 4. Let me just see here. There it is. So Nova, thank you for your additional donation. You're so generous. So what do spirit guides want you to know about your stomach issues and depression? All right. So of course, anything medical, we got to do our little disclaimer. It's in the description box of the video. I'm not a medical professional, of course. So tarot's designed for entertainment purposes only, and ultimately everyone makes their own decisions about their health, etc. All right. Get a chronic gastritis. It's because you're a star. And stars are bodies of gas. You're so funny. Okay, so let's see here. What do they want you to know here? Boom, 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 boom. All right. Yeah, chronic gastritis. And that can be stress, too, but you've got the bottom of the deck, you have the strength card. This is like bodily strength. You have this inner strength, and our bodies express a lot of what's going on inside us, Um and so, there is this um both depression and our bodies, so much of what is expressed in our physical bodies is emotionally based. And when doctors, they do a diagnosis and say, oh, it's chronic this, they're just basically saying you have this a lot, but a big piece of what you know the medical world is discovering is that there's so much stress related impacts on our body. And when we're in fear and when we're in lower vibration emotions, eventually they move out into our body to be flags for us to really focus, inward and looking at things, right? In fact, let me grab this book. So I knock things around. This if you search like in the on the internet too, just emotional or spiritual reasons behind certain things. Gastritis, the emotional so hilarious, the emotional source of it is prolonged uncertainty, a feeling of doom, something that you a um, affirmation that you can, whenever you feel doom, you can say, I love and approve of myself, I am safe. So I like that. So you can look at that. And then stomach problems is what they refer to it too. So stomach problems can be rooted in dread, fear of the new, inability to assimilate the new. So that dread and doom energy. Another affirmation is life agrees with me. I assimilate the new every moment of every day. All is well. And so that kind of approach to that energy can help transform, things around as well. Hey, Deb, good to see you. Another one of my YouTube channel members. Yeah, and so the inflammation is coming because it's like when we feel dread and doom, it puts our body in fight or flight mode. And when we're in fight or flight mode, our bodies are supposed to temporarily shut down our digestive system, our immune system. It floods our body with a lot of chemicals to be able to battle and have fight or flight. And when we live in like a um, kind of chronic um, fear, then we also our bodies will express chronic things. And it's great that Deb just checked in here because she has great breathing exercises. So Deb, if you want to share your Twitter and your YouTube, pop it down there if you're here. Um, and Johanna, if you have any herbal stuff that you want to mention. But there's different ways that we can overcome stars are bodies of gas. And it's we can overcome things as we become calmer within our own self, then we actually transform um as well, right? Our bodies, we change from the inside out. And so as our emotions and different things change, we start changing, as our nervous system becomes more relaxed and our body is not in fight or flight mode, then it stops doing some things too. That's why we have a lot of chronic stuff, because our society in this day and age, we have a lot of chronic stress that is emotionally related, not really, you know, we don't have well, in Australia, I imagine it seems like all the bugs and stuff you guys have try to kill you, but you don't have like monsters that are attacking you. It's more emotional monsters, right? Let's see what else they have to say here, though. Yeah, I love it. So you do have things changing here. You're going through transformation, right? So as you go through this transformation, you're going to end old cycles with the world card and begin new cycles, new adventures, more free. And you got the Wheel of Fortune. And this tells us, one, everything that unfolds is for us. So, this our depression and our physical stuff, all that is happening for us to bring their flags showing us that something can be looked at inside us. And then otherwise it'll just continue to fester. So you're being pointed inward and you're taking steps. But I agree, like with what they said, is the more that you can, if they can move up appointments more often in counseling, and if you can have these people as a resource to get this flow of emotional energy that's charged, that's below the surface, that's impacting your body, the more you share it, the more you transform it, the better your body will feel, the better your emotions will feel through all of it as well. Yeah, you're artsy fartsy. You're so funny. Yeah, yeah. You might, you might consider, um, contacting them and just saying, "This is what happened this weekend, and is it possible for me to have, more appointments sooner and, more often?" And, and if not, definitely check with your safe place, right? As it said in the book, feeling safe, your safe, that place that actually had safe in it, right? What was it called? Now I've got a good look at it here. Safe haven. Maybe that they can, look at that too. So there is great things. Looking Ace of Wands, you got this energy, and the more you focus your energy on gratitude and higher vibration, the more it impacts our bodies well, as well. Yeah. And you got the Mother of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, taking care of yourself. New information with this Ace of Swords coming in. And so I feel like with newer information, when you realize, oh, the source of this is my emotion, my emotional body is impacting my physical body. Okay, what can I do? What can I do to transform these things and make them different, right? And and definitely, taking more and more action, as well, to do that. Yeah, and Deb said here she lived in chronic pain and inflammation for just almost 2 decades. Pain management can be helped with breath work, and that's what she uses today. Um, and she has a YouTube channel, and also on, I was going to say Twitter. No, it's not that. What is that other thing that I'm not on yet? A whole lot. Yeah, and not eating is, well, I mean, I can understand with you being in pain when you eat, but, as you look at things emotionally, then you, do, um, you'll be able to eat differently too. But let's take a look here. What else do they have here for you? Yeah, see, a fresh start. Says you're being given the opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself to embrace this new life and open up fully to this gift that you've been given. And so I like that. It's this this opportunity to use those affirmations, do breathing. It really, I mean, if you hear Deb's story, it's amazing, how breath work has helped her so much too. And yeah, so this opportunity to share, share your emotions, get them out of there, this safe haven, this place where as you change emotionally, it'll impact you too. Yeah. So yeah, be sure to check her out. Especially on YouTube. She's got breathing exercises that you can do with her, and it helps. So yeah, definitely, definitely. So perfect timing. Yeah, and that is a gift. Your safe haven, because it's funny. Both of those are about being safe. All as well. It's getting out of the doom and the dread, and having this fresh start, looking at life differently, as well. So I love that. And then Johanna has a lot of herbal stuff too. So blue vervain, skullcap, passion flower, whichever one feels right. Yeah. Yeah, so that makes sense. When you have a fresh start and you start looking at things differently, changing your habit, 70% of the time, then 60% of the time, then 50% of the time, and then 40% of the time, and then 30% of the time. It's not an all or nothing. You can just start, you know, choosing the non doom and gloom, and then and we're taught that as humans, we're taught to focus on doom and gloom and fear. But when we realize what it does to our bodies and we make those changes, it can definitely help us too. So, yeah, thank you, Deb and Johanna, for sharing your experiences and your things that have helped you too. I'm sure it's for more than just us. Yeah, beautiful. Right. So that's what they have for that. Hopefully that helps a little bit there. And I did see you had a couple other donations, so we will return to those as well. All right. So that was that one. So Sassy Libra, we are to you. Thank you so much for your patience in getting to your reading here. We'll give that a love and a like here. And thank you for the donation. And let us take a look here and see. What's your question further up? Let me just make sure. Yep. So you want to know what good things are coming towards you, um, and staying positive. I like that. Let me just make sure that was everything there. You believe you're a raccoon. Beautiful rhino. Yeah, thanks for all your support through the chat too. I appreciate that when you guys all help each other out. Yeah, thank you guys so much and your patience in getting to your, especially your donation readings. I like to I mean, I follow spirit, so I try not to rush them and cut them off and boom, 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 let's go, go, go. Because I feel it's about the quality of the message, not the quantity. But I definitely try to do as many as we can here. All right, so let's take a look here. So good things coming your way. Itch, itch, itch. All right. What does that mean? I know what is a scratchy palm means money. What does a itchy nose mean? Means fall season's coming. All right. And then these. All right. So so sorry. So Sassy Libra, what is coming in here for you? So you got, and what good things are coming your way? So you got 5 cards and then 4 cards. So there's like these progression. It feels like it's going down, but you got the 5, the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. So you definitely have clarity coming in. This is our higher self drawing us up, showing us the capital T truths of things about in our life. There is also this energy of teaching and learning. So if you've been kind of being drawn into wanting to learn a new modality or higher education or training of some sort. It's very supported, and I feel like you're getting clarity around where you want to go and what you want to do. Let's take a look here at the 5 cards that are coming in. The first card, yeah, Ace of Wands, which does represent a new direction, a new passion, something drawing you. Yeah, 10 of Cups. And this is something that makes your heart sing, something that makes you feel full of joy, something that is about expressing this love in your heart that you have with the world, right? So it's kind of has almost this dreamy energy of like, what is my dharma? What is my life purpose? What it is that I want to do? Yeah. Ace of Wands, now Ace of Swords. So here's new knowledge, new clarity, new communication coming in regarding this too. So definitely this 10 and aces are endings and new beginnings. I feel like you're in a really big transitional, transformational time in your life where you're moving from a place of, feeling one way um, about things and moving to another. Yeah, even the 8 of Cups, which is actually that's the 7 of Cups. Yeah, 7 of Cups, showing all this other stuff, but what you're pursuing here, it's like you flip it upside down, and all these other things though that you thought, oh, these are the things I this way we're given. All these are the things you should or supposed to or need to accomplish in life, but it's really this Ace of Cups that all these turned upside down, and this is like the dream, it's what is fulfilling your heart that's coming in here. And yeah, and the Father of Pentacles. So, King of Pentacles, this abundant feeling, this groundingness that's coming in here. I'm getting a lot of Venus energy of helping people through the physical world through their senses. So if it's something with aroma or music or some sort of vocal communication, things, art, beauty that people can see, things that people can touch, I feel like that there is this very earthy in the Hierophant too is Taurus energy. So I feel like there's this clarity coming in here about how you want to share this love and excitement and joy in your heart with the world. I like that. Let's see what else comes in here. Yeah, and you got the King of Cups too, which is all about balancing your head and your heart. You have the 7 of Wands, about being true to your authentic self too. It's like the sun not asking permission to shine, but and they don't dim their light for anyone. They just shine bright and are themselves, and they allow that to move forward. Yeah, you've got the 4 of Wands, stable energy and joy, celebration, gathering. And so, again, with this teaching and gathering of individuals, even if it's just gathering 2 or 3 people, friends and then friends of friends, I feel like it's if you start there, it will grow on however you're wanting to share this here. And don't fear here. You got the 3 of Swords, which is all the expectations. This is moving beyond the supposed to be, the should be, the need to be of the outside world. So I just feel like there's this new passion, this way of expressing yourself. And I feel like it's in groups. Um, and it can be small groups, it could be 3, right? 3 is a few or more. But I just feel like it's about whatever way this is, it's about sharing it um, with small groups of people. Let's see here what else they want you to know with this Akashic Truth Oracle here. But I just feel like there's something especially dealing with the 5 senses. Yeah. And so this is stepping beyond these old thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. With deception, it says you've not been seeing the entire picture of a person or a situation, and it may be purposefully withheld from you, or you may be choosing to look the other way or betray yourself in some way. It's time to gain clarity. So that's what you talked about that Hierophant is the capital T truths, these old ways of thinking, these supposed to be, should be, need to be. Well, it's like a child when they're like, I want to be an astronaut. And the parents are like, well, you need to think of something to be that's more, you know, um, reasonable and obtainable, and so someone's little dream is busted. This is about nothing is impossible. What is it? How do you uniquely want to share this unconditional love and joy in your heart with the world in your own unique way? But I feel like you're being guided and uh, drawn out that it's through the five senses that you share that with others. You have talents and gifts that allow you to do that. So, in this clarity that's coming, is the gift, it's the good thing that's coming your way. So, I like it. And that's what they have for you. So, many blessings to you. All right. Yeah, isn't that funny? Ladybug, your spirit guide is here. All right. So let me scroll back up here to where we're at here. And thank you guys again for your patience and getting through the donations here. The free readings, I will also complete the my YouTube channel members. Um, but the free readings, I'm going to be running out of time here. I'm still working on the donations. So for the free readings, if you do want me to complete it in this session, I will complete all donations and also my YouTube channel members. It's part of their benefits of being a member. So if you want me to complete yours, you can make a donation of any amount. I will complete it in here. Or if you want to become one of my YouTube channel members, Zen Cricket's $2.99 a month, and my Praying Mantis is $7.99 a month. Gives you access to more other things too. But just a heads up there, because I'm looking at time here. I've been on for almost 2 hours, but I do complete all donations and all my YouTube channel members. So, and then I will be back tonight for more free readings at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, and then tomorrow as well at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. Sundays are different than my Fridays and Saturdays, where whatever I don't complete in the Sunday session, I do come back later in the afternoon and finish all free readings. So hang in there if you're looking for a free reading. I know not everyone can make donations. All right. All right. So we are to Shinmei Joshi. Hello, hello. Let's give you a love and a like there. Thank you for that donation. And you want to know here Dick Shaw's feelings for you and anything good would happen between you. All right. Let's look here. So I'm just going to take a quick sip here. All right. Okay. I want those two. Anything good. All right. So let's see. What are their feelings for you here? All right. Wow. Got two queen cards here. So the Queen of Pentacles, they do see you as very nurturing and very giving, a very caring person. And then the Mother of Swords is like a balance between head and heart as well. It's a very compatible. It's one of my cards that represents someone who, wow, you're such a compatible person. Their impression is that you would fit together like a glove, and that you have all these qualities of who they would want to be with. So I this is where their current feelings are at, where they perceive you that way. Even the bottom of the deck, you got the Four of Wands, which is joy, celebration. It's a marriage card. So I feel like they see that you would fit the position well. And we'll see what these other cards are here too, about what anything that would good would happen between us. When we're looking at relationships, there's kind of two approaches. One is looking of filling a job position, and the other is living life and living our passions and enjoying life. And you meet someone along the way that also is doing what they love, and you have these commonalities and something sparks and you end up in a relationship. The other is like the relationship is the goal. It's a position that needs to be filled, and it feels less passionate and wow, it feels more like, well, here's the skills I need, and I think you would fit that position well. That's the kind of energy I'm feeling coming in here is like, wow, you would really do all this. You would be you have all the requirements and the skills that I would like for that position. Feels a little less, passionate and romantic and all that. It feels more like they're looking for, like a job position. But let's see what all these other cards are here for, because people do fall in love, that start off that way, because a lot of us are taught we need someone in our life to be happy. And so we are all looking on dating. That's what a dating site is. It's like a job search site, right? Instead of living life and living passion ourselves. And then we happen to meet someone along the way. The other is a goal to do that, right? So, yeah, we've got here, they've got the Three of Pentacles, which is they're really wanting to be true to their authentic selves and be true to them. And this Eight of Pentacles is about putting in the blood, the sweat, the tears. So right now it feels like they're focusing on trying to be true to them and complete all this stuff in the outside world. Maybe they're going to school or building up their finances and their world, their outside world. I feel like they're, trying to weave a web of in the outside world. And so their focus seems to be on that at this time. Yeah. And they're not in any rush to move forward with anything. They got the Hermit card. So they're really having this internal transformation and kind of pursuit. And the Seven of Pentacles is the last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit. So it feels like right now their overall energies are, seeing what happens, focusing on me, focusing on creating, a secure outside world, a web, so that I can, um, you know, what do spiders do? They catch their prey, so they can catch, someone to fill the position kind of thing coming in. So right now, Shinmei, it just feels like, they're really focused on trying to meet expectations of things. And I don't feel like they're in this like head over heels love. They're more focused on tasking, filling a position in their life, which it can be. I feel like it's going to be a little bit. They're trying to get everything else in order, but I just don't currently see with the current energies that they're just like this. Woohoo! I love you. It's more like I think you'll fill this position. So let's see what else they have here, real quick, here with this Akashic Truth Oracle. I know. You deserve to be with someone that would fall in love with you, right? Yeah, you deserve reward and recognition. This says, "Congratulations, your hard work will soon pay off and take you in a direction of your dreams. Acknowledge your efforts and own your power." I like that. It's like you deserve, just like I was saying, you deserve a reward for all the effort you put in. And so if you're not feeling like you're getting back equal from them, I would go live your passion and see who you meet in living your passion. And you might end up uh, feeling differently about this one. All right. So that's what they have for you, Shinmei. So many blessings to you. All right. And then up next, we've got Nelia Medeiros, just to give an update where we're at. So I've got Nelia Medeiros up next, and then Nova, and then back to Nelia, and then we are to Moonlight, and then to Patty, and then back to Moonlight. So we will zip back around to those for the donations. Right. So Nelia, thank you so much for your donation and your Big heart emoji there, heart eyes emoji. And see, like general messages regarding love. All right, so we'll take a look here, see what they have. All right, so for Nelia, what would you like to know about love? What about love? That one. These feel like there's something below the surface. We'll look and see what that's all about. And these things. Okay. Do want that one too. All right. Oh, lovely, lovely. Sorry. Bottom of the deck, we got the devil card. And we got the three of swords. So this makes sense, you know. So I feel like you've been on this little journey of having your cage, your love cage, rattled and shaken, and that's what the devil card does. It's our shadow. It shows us what our expectations are that we're given growing up, right? And we're so brainwashed and conditioned around supposed to be and should be and need to be and have to be and must be. And you've been on this journey of cutting away these old ways of thinking that are rooted in fear, right? Fear of rejection, fear of not being good enough, all these delicious fears we're taught, right? Oh, what does it mean if I don't find someone um at all, or in my life, in within these certain amount of years of my life, or what does it mean when that person does this and blah blah blah, right? We're all given that. We all have these wonderful, beautiful experiences that come in with that, right? So, the bottom energy around love is that you've been in this process of chucking all these old beliefs where you're like, yeah, why do I believe that? Why do I feel it has to be this way? Why do I feel, that it has to be, that kind of energy? So you've been doing that. That's the underlying energy. Just real quick, Sassy Libra, I did complete yours. Right before this was Shinmei, and then yours. So you weren't too long ago, but you might rewind a little bit. All right, and I am doing great. I hope you're doing great too, Nelia. All right, and congratulations on winning one of those Zen Cricket memberships. Wednesdays we have 2 hours from 6 to 8 p.m. Mountain Time as well, for readings for all my YouTube channel members. All right. So you've got the Four of Wands, the marriage and gathering and celebration card coming in, right? So it's very important for you to attend external events. I know. I am a hermit. If there was a choice between, being nudged to go to external events to find a love of my life, I'll be like, I'm fine. I'll be happy with myself. But you're being nudged. Go out and accept invitations to events and weddings and gatherings and celebrations. So, do that. You have the Father of Cups, the King of Cups. So there is definitely a very compatible person. This is one of my compatible partner cards. So you definitely have it in this lifetime. Someone who's going to fit like a glove. It's someone who's balanced between head and heart, can communicate their emotions, um, is in tune with their emotions, can communicate with other things too, intelligent. They're not overly where they're, don't know what an emotion is, and they're not overly on the other side where they're an emotional wreck and, unstable. There's a great balance between it, and that you guys just fit like a glove. I like that. Below the surface, all right. Well, you got Emperor energy and the Nine of Pentacles. So it's someone that definitely is very secure in the outside world. Emperor could even be someone who is, in management. They rule over the kings, and it is someone who is, um, Aries energy of I don't want to say that they're set in their ways, but they know what they want and they have plans and they're putting energy in achieving those things. And because of this, they really don't try to fit in to be what everyone else wants either. Nine of Pentacles energy. It's funny. That's my kind of hermit-y type of energy too, which is interesting. But they are forcing themselves to get out into the world because they know they are not going to find someone when they're always working and always at home. So they are also interesting, and you're an Aries too, so you guys will get along well. This fiery energy, because they're, with being the emperor, they're an evolved higher, every sign has a lower expression and higher expression of their sign, because Aries lower vibration can be a lot of trouble, but Aries higher vibration energy, which you get leaders and their inspiration to other people, and they can get stuff done and accomplish a lot of things. And I feel like that's who they are. They are this evolved, type of energy there. But I like this, that they're, if you're an introvert, um, if you get your energy being alone, you guys will get it. They're like, all right, I'm forcing myself to be out here in these social events. And, I feel like I can relate to them. I don't know if you can relate to them in that way, but if it is, I could see you guys being like at a wedding or something, and you guys like, oh, social events, yeehaw, and you're like, oh, I hear you, and you guys, uh, laugh about it, kind of thing. Let's see what else you got here. Yeah, and you're gonna recognize them right away. You got the Son of Cups, the Knight of Cups, which is movement of emotion, but you got the Six of Cups too, which is about past life connections. And so I really feel like you definitely, when you meet each other, you guys are gonna be like, "Do I know you from somewhere?" There's gonna be this familiarity, there's gonna be this, you know, connection, like, "Where do I know you from? Have I seen you at this before?" Blah, 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 something like, "No, no, no." And you can just realize there's this past life energy that just draws you guys together. I usually joke that, you're gonna know it's them because they're gonna glow in the dark and have a rainbow shooting out of their butt, and you're like, "Oh, there they are." That's the kind of energy that comes in there. It is unfolding. You have the Seven of Pentacles. We have to, of course, have a last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit. You're part of the process here. I feel like they wanted to give you all that hope and excitement because it is worth doing the inner, getting rid of these old ways of thinking, because that allows you to raise your love vibration, and things slow down to give us time to do that. So we don't draw in a lower vibrational person or relationship or situation. It's a higher vibration. So it is going slow for you and for them. So you both raise your vibration, and you're not going in with all these expectations that suck the life out of your, relationship, as you focus on who someone's not being, who you're not being, what the relationship isn't being. Instead of, there's this freedom and there's gratitude, a lot more gratitude for who someone is, instead of focus on who someone isn't. So I like that. Yeah, and it will. So there's Seven of Pentacles moves to the Eight of Pentacles. So yeah, good things come to those who wait, and definitely it's the web is being weaved so that you guys can capture each other, so you guys can cohabitate on the same web. That's funny. So I like that for you regarding love, and I'm going to pull a Akashic truth card here too for you. Let me just put these sporadically back in here. All right. Let's take a look here. It's not a spider and a fly. It's two spiders. Let's make that clear. Yeah, look, pause. So it says you're being asked to pause before making a quick decision and moving forward. Allow yourself to step back, look at all of the possible outcomes, and make sure you're heading in the right direction before moving forward. So here's that pause and the timing that we were talking about regarding love. So it's like, all right, we'll embrace it, but the more you raise your vibration, the faster it appears to come for you in there too. You're welcome. But a bunch. I'm here at the Blue Light Lounge. All right. I'm glad you guys have a sense of humor because some people don't think I'm too funny sometimes. And I'm okay with that. As long as I'm laughing, I'm happy. All right. And then we'll come back to your other one here in a moment, Nelia. So thank you again for that donation. We got two more for Nova. Boom, boom. So thank you for your additional donations. And number 5 is, what does Kurt have to share? Add, what would he want to say to us or to me? Oh, wow. Yeah, let's take a look here. I was also drawn to these, the secret language of light. Um, because he wanted that Rumi oracle earlier, but then this was next to it, and he was like, "That's next." I'm like, "All right." So here we are. Let's see what message he has. Ooh, soul writing. Card number 20. Let's see if I can let you guys see it a little more in the middle there. Beautiful card. I think you had card 50 before. Now we're 20. So let's take a look here. You guys are so sweet. So we become the stories we tell. Wow. So you are the author of your story. Write one that inspires you and doesn't let anyone else command the pen. Physical reality is temporary. It is forever changing from one moment to the next. The events and experiences of your life are multidimensional living art. That's why you're artsy fartsy. Their purpose and form will shift as your perception of them does. You can view and adjust any stories from your past, present, or future. Let go of justifying or analyzing the events that become your stories and lift yourself into a new way of seeing them. And so look at the card and imagine you are the angel rising and connecting to the soul light at the top of the pyramid. From this expanded view, you can see all your stories and their facets from a neutral position. A higher perspective will unveil and reveal what was previously unknown. You may be surprised, shocked, or embarrassed that the story you have identified with is not what you thought it was. Don't stress. This indicates that the stories are shaking loose and healing is occurring. You're doing so well. You are worthy and you are loved. These come with a meditation here too. You love Cheetos. Oh, hot Cheetos. Yeah, no wonder those are. Do those hurt your stomach? So, but there's a meditation that it gives here too. So, meditative writing is also called automatic or intuitive writing. It's a form of channeling that allows your soul to connect with you. This process allows words to flow directly through your hands via pen and paper or a keyboard. I recommend you practice this meditation every day for a week. Try writing 2 to 3 pages. Wow. This will help you come into the flow of the process. Before you start the meditation, have your pen and journal or your device ready. And then again, imagine the card, and then everything in the room. Uh, allow everything in the room to be as it is and focus on your breathing. Slow your breath and relax. Feel your breath refresh and bless your body and soul. Imagine a luminous field of light moving around you. It is filled with love and is strengthening the connection to your soul transmissions. Take yourself to the very edge of your thinking, then shift your attention to your heart. Feel the edges of your perception move outward to touch the sun, our dear, our day star. Feel yourself flowing over the sun until you can feel the radiance of this star shining deeply within you, centered in your heart. Now focus and select a ray of sunlight and follow it all the way to the top of your head. Feel the light shine inward on your sacred soul space where all your answers are forming. Gently open your eyes, pick up your pen and place it on the paper, or place your hands on the keyboard. Allow whatever comes to just happen. Don't place any thoughts, conditions, or expectations on the words. Allow your fingers to keep typing or the pen to constantly flow. If you don't know what to write, just write something, anything. Perhaps start with, I don't know what to write. Soon other words will flow. Write or type for at least 2 minutes. When you feel ready, close your eyes again, breathe deeply, and feel yourself as fully present in this time and space. Open your eyes and read what you have written. You are a wise channel. Inspired reflections and actions. There's 3 of them. 1, open any book or magazine to any page. Close your eyes, breathe in and out, and then open your eyes and read the first thing that piques your attention. This is a message from your soul. Don't worry if it doesn't make sense. Just trust you will understand in the following days. Number 2, there's no need to give meaning to everything. Just enjoy the creative process. Ride the wave of now and feel the perfection of this moment. The only limits are the ones in your mind. And number 3, teach through example. Words don't teach, life experience does. Wow. When you align with your soul, you have access to its wise resources. And from this place, you can inspire others to reach for their own alignment. And then lastly, journal work. You love to journal. It says experiment with automatic or intuitive writing. Go for it. There are no limits. Wow. So I love that. So that is their message there for you. Let's see what you guys have been saying here. Sorry. Um, oh, so you already write 2 to 3 pages. I love that. Very good. Hey, Blooming Garden. And for anyone new in here too, I'm actually still working on donations, and um, then I will complete any of my YouTube channel members that are the names in green with a little badge. But I'm not going to get to any of the other free readings in this session since I've already been on for a little over 2 hours already. So if you want me to get to yours in this session, a donation of any kind, I will complete them here. Or if you're one of my YouTube channel memberships, so if you sign up for any of those, I will complete it in this one. Otherwise, I'll be back tonight for free readings at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, and then tomorrow at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. Sundays are different. I always, anything I don't complete in the Sunday morning session, I do come back in later in the afternoon and finish all the Sundays questions on those. So if you're not able to donate, I get it. If I don't get to you in our 2 sessions today, then we can do that there. To become a member, it should be in the description box of the video. There's a little link in there to become a member, and you can do that. Oh, look at welcome to Zen Cricket. Boom, there she is. So welcome. And then for my Zen Crickets on Wednesday nights, we also have 2 hours. Yeah, you got it. Boom. So we have from 6 to 8 p.m. Mountain Time, two entire hours of free readings. We do oracle readings, past life readings, all sorts of stuff too. So I like it. And so we'll do that there. Sassy Libra. Um, so you were a few ago, and yeah, I don't have time now to um, try to find it for you, but you were about 4 or more ago. So if you go back and look forward, if you have trouble finding it, comment on the video, and after I'm done here, I can find the timestamp. But just for the sake of time for everyone else, um, I I, uh, I can do that for you later if you like. All right. All right, so here we go. So Nova, you had whoa. Also, let me get you an Akashic Truth Oracle from Curdy Pie here, which is study. Um, a new endeavor is upon you, and it may require new knowledge and skills. Put the intention out to the universe, and the right teacher will soon find you. Ooh. So I like that too. And I feel like this is that clarity and a lot of studying about your own emotions and things coming in here. So, or if you feel like drawn to learn something new, you will also put out to the universe, they'll draw it to you. Because I don't want you want to get into painting or something. Um, so whatever you're looking to study, you can do that too. So, all right. I haven't done podcasts for a while. Um, so I'm not sure when we're gonna restart those back up there, Melissa. Yeah, get more creative. I love that. All right. So to continue going on here, so Nova, thank you for your additional one. That would be number 6, right? So let me see here. Scroll, scroll, scroll. I think it's down here. Maybe, maybe, maybe. There it is. So there you go. Oh, what artsy fartsy encouraging messages do spirit guides and Mr. Kurt Cobain want to share? Kurt was an artsy dude himself, right? And he'd be extra happy to share some messages related to art, music, and creativity. Yes, exactly right. So let's take a look here. Are they guiding me anywhere over here? Yeah, I feel like this Wisdom of the Avalon Oracle. Actually, whoops. Okay. I was gonna switch decks and then this card popped out, and it's the spider with creative projects. You just you just can't, I'm like, well, maybe it was this other one, and they're like, nope, here it is. It was this one. So you got the spider, card number 15, with creative projects. You just can't make it up. I know. So the spider reminds you that you have within you the gift to create meaningful, purposeful work. Within you is an artist waiting to be expressed. Think about this. Do you write in a journal each day? Yes. Do you draw, paint, cook, or play music? Some. Do you realize that everything you do on a daily basis is an act of co creation with the divine? The spider signals that it's time to be aware of your responsibility for the creations in your life. Maybe you need to rethink an issue and apply your inner artist to find a solution. If you're unhappy with anything, ask yourself, How can I create a better, more productive, and loving experience for myself and others? Whether you see yourself as an artist or not, you're always co creating with the divine. You are the architect of your own happiness and fulfillment. What life are you building? Don't just sit there. This is your time to create. I love it. And that's on pages 32 and 33, power number coming in there too. So, what are you doing? Just sitting there. It's time to create. You know? So, and I like that, all those things that mentions, you're co-creating every moment. What kind of life are you building and creating? What kind of web are you creating for yourself? And being aware of that, that you are the one that gets to change it. And there's no right or wrong. But since you asked him, he's saying, "What are you waiting for? Create, 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 create." And I like that too. If there's something that's hitting you, um, find a way to create through creation to change it, right? So I like that approach. Allow creativity to be that. And then you also have releasing judgment, which says holding on to judgment, whether of yourself or others, only clouds your vision. Release it and see the world and your path with clear eyes. So I like that. And depression, does make us have no energy. So lazy is a judgment call, I mean, is a judgment word, right? So it's like, be more kinder to yourself and go, all right, you know what? I'm going to let me just start. Let me just, um, create a song about a gassy star, the artsy fartsy gassy star, and allow that to transform things. So I love that. So that's what he has for you. Very, very short and simple. He's like, do it now. What are you waiting for? Create something, you know, grab the guitar or grab a piece of paper, write out lyrics for the artsy fartsy gassy star. Let that be transformative for your body, right? Laughter and humor. It's an important transformative energy. All right. So that is for that one, Nova. Nova, thank you so much for your donations. Appreciate that. So Nelia, we'll go back to Nelia, then Moonlight, then Patty, and then Moonlight, and then and if I don't have any other donations, then I'll start on the YouTube channel members. But if anyone wants to make sure I get to your reading in this session, a donation of any kind, I will complete it in this session. Otherwise, I'm not going to get to any free readings in this session besides for my YouTube channel members because I am at almost 2.5 hours. But like I said, I will be back tonight and tomorrow if you're unable to make a donation. And I'll talk more about that towards the end. All right. So, Nelia, thank you for your additional donation, the super cool emoji. And your question is, what is up with your friend Majid? I probably murdered that. My apologies. You haven't heard from him in a long time. When and will you hear from him? Will you hear from him soon? All right. So, first of all, what's up? Let's tap into them and see what's going on in their life. Okay. They didn't want that one. They just wanted that one. All right. So that's what's going on in their life. We'll move those over here. And when and will you hear from them? So will you hear from them? And if so, when? All right. We got it here. Yep. Got the bottom of the deck. They have the 7 of Pentacles. Oh, wow. And they've got all these 7s going on here. So they definitely have, some thinking and some growing and they're off on their own little adventure of having some things unfold and grow in their life. So they're definitely off on this kind of spiritual path. Two sevens together. Seven is a very spiritual number, just to start off with. But when you get two of them together, they are on this, kind of path of discovery and facing facing just some thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that have cheated things out of their life. So they're working through some stuff. That's the bottom of the deck. Let's see what else they have here. Okay, yeah, makes sense. The Hierophant coming in. So they definitely, it's they're learning, they're growing. I don't know if they're going to school too, but they definitely have this a lot of energy being invested in seeing things from a different perspective, getting a lot of clarity in their lives. Four Pentacles, they have a solid foundation in their outside world. So it's the outside feels steady. It's the inside that's feels like it's going through an overhaul. Let's see. Yeah, this is what else is going on in their life here. Yeah, got the a lot in their head, a lot of thinking with the Father of Swords, the King of Swords. They get a second. All the kings get a second portion of air or swords, so they're not only the ruler over thought and belief and mindset. They are the um, you know master of thinking. And the Ace of Cups is all about self love. So they definitely are in their head, really analyzing who they are, what they want, why did this happen, why do I feel empty when I've achieved this and this, and so that's why I feel like with the stability of the outside world, does feel like they're doing a lot of ton of that inner reflection. Yeah, the Nine of Swords. I like this one with the eyeballs and the worms. So really facing a lot of their supposed to be's and should be's and need to be's and have to be's. Again, all that thinking, all those swords are definitely at the forefront here. And this Nine of Swords is this um energy of nightmares and insomnia and a lot of dreaming, a lot of working through stuff subconsciously and consciously. So they definitely are evaluating a lot of their life and going through this. And you know I feel like they're the kind of person, when they do that, they just really become a hermit and become very internal here. um yeah, and I feel like, as far as will you hear from them? Will they communicate? This Nine of Cups is like a dream come true energy with the Fool card, which is an ending of an old cycle, beginning of new adventure. I feel like when they get this together and they really get clarity around what their dream come true is with this, that's when you'll hear from them here. And it all depends on how much energy they're putting in. It is progressive and growing through all of this, but I feel like, I don't know. I feel like New Year, I don't know why. I mean, that's 3 months away, but I feel like New Year's, is when you guys connect again. I just feel like they're in such a super reflective place that unless based on current energies, it's like New Year's, Happy New Year, like a New Year's greeting, and you hear from them. Otherwise, it would be, if they increase it, and start working on it even more than they are now. Like if they got counseling involved or something like that, or bought a self help book, then it might be, um, with that. So hopefully that resonates. Let me get you an Akashic truth card here as well. Yeah, he's just doing his big thinking stuff. Yeah, he's really figuring out all this obligation stuff. This is like he's thinking here, and there's even like you see the whirlwind around him. So stop telling, this is what his spirit guides are telling him. Stop telling yourself you should when you cater to others or to unnecessary expectations of yourself. You stop your flow of abundance. So that's exactly what he's doing. He's, all those small t truths are of should and supposed to be, need to be, and have to be, and must be. So they're not like, you know, they're great in the outside world. It's just that all this greatness in the outside world doesn't, they're looking at it going, I just don't, why don't I feel full? And that's what they're reflecting on. So, yeah. So they're doing their thinking, their super reflection. I don't know, are they an air sign? I just feel like they're in their head, or a Gemini, or well, Gemini is an air sign. I mean, Capricorn or Libra. Not Libra. Libra is an air sign too. Virgo. Oh my gosh. So Virgo or Capricorn are my two other big thinkers besides air signs. So they have a lot of that in there. So that is what they got for you, my dear, my dear. So thank you again so much for your donation. And then Sassy Libra, you said, "Oh my God." Oh, so you're getting ready to e-publish on Kindle and release all your bold poetry in a book. Wow. Poems are not like you've read before. It's bold and very real. Oh, perfect. I love that for you. Boom, boom, boom. So I love that, Sassy Libra. Glad you were able to find your reading. Boom, boom. All right. Excited for you. Oh, an Aquarius. Well, there you go. Aquarius. I get it. February birthday. So definitely in their head. Yeah, I get it. So super reflecting on their life for sure. All right. So that is that one. We've done those. All right. So we are to Moonlight 5, your first donation. So thank you so much for that. Game over. So you're wondering, I am doing fine. I hope you're doing well as well. So you're wondering what your ex thinks and feels about you these days. He's contacting you a lot. Oh no. All right, let's take a look here. What is thinking and going on with this ex? They wanted that one and they wanted that one, but they want them in this order. Hold on. There we go. Too funny. All right. Love you too, Nelia. Smooches, Sassy Libra. Thank you guys so much for all your love. I so appreciate you guys. All right. Well, it looks like your ex is trying to get their outside life in order with this King of Pentacles, but they're really focused on their outside world. Let's see what all this other stuff is about here. That's the energy on the bottom of the deck. They're looking for solid foundation. I don't know, Taurus energy kind of coming in. You put that on my forehead. You're so funny. I feel like this Venus Taurus grounding. I want to make my outside world. I want all my five senses met. Kind of energy that's coming in here. Moonlight 5. So let's see what else is coming in here. Okay. Yeah. So here's the Mother of Pentacles. So they're looking for their counterpart, right? So they're looking for that which would complete the position here. And that Three of Cups is third party situation here, right? So some things don't change, right? But I talked a little earlier about, when we're looking at completing our outside world, we go back into our own mindsets of like, I need to fill a position because for my life to be complete, I need, a lover, I need, a good job, I need good education, I need good social position, I need good stuff, I need good money, I need a good body. And there's like this list, and like, all right, I'm opening positions. And so I'm interviewing people for this Queen of Pentacles position in my life. Yay! Wow. It's like this, I wanna be in love, but it doesn't have to be a particular person, but they have to meet these criteria, right? So, this is what's going on inside their head, and the other like, we find love, or we search for love in two ways, right? One is an actual search of filling a job position. The other is living our passions, living life. And if we meet someone that sparks along the way that loves the stuff we do, and a relationship sparks, and we go down the road, that's the exciting, passionate, romantic love. And then there's here's a position that needs to be filled. And I kind of feel like that's the energy they're kind of in right now with those three cards. We'll see what else is here too. you know, so expectations and the chariot, and they're trying to find out and trying to fulfill these expectations. The three of swords is all about the supposed to be, the should be, the need to be, the have to be, the must be. I don't want to be heartbroken. I don't want my to be, this. I don't want to feel alone. I don't want to feel disappointment. But they've got this long list of supposed to be and should be and need to be and have to be and must be that's rules in their head, and like all humans do. But they're really in conflict here with the five of swords below the surface too. Their head is battling with their heart. Their heart wants to have that experience of live life and find love. You'll find love along the way, but their mind's like, oh, no, 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 no. We got to find this, right? And so they're going back and forth in this from lower vibration to higher vibration. And a big piece is that they don't want to disappoint someone or be disappointed. And that's what's kind of keeping them in this. The Three of Cups is like accepting applications, not I'm interviewing just you. I have multiple applications that are coming in, like any business, and seeing who's the best fit, right? Okay, let's see what else is going on here. Yeah, again, really focused 10 of Pentacles. This confirms the King of Pentacles on the bottom, that they're really looking for this end all be all of what does the 10 of Pentacles. Usually the 10 of Pentacles has two people and a child and a dog and ancestry, like an old man in a wheelchair, and you know a castle and money. It's like all those things that I was talking about before. They're trying to fulfill that in this outside world, right? And they're looking for that partner, the lovers. So that's part of this little partnership. They're looking for partnership. I got the Eight of Cups, leaving behind emotions and relationships that don't serve us anymore, and really evaluating where we're investing all of our emotional energy, right? I just feel like this is a nudge from your spirit guides going. The Eight of Cups is walking away from these relationships that don't serve, not putting any emotional energy in it, and moving forward into something because they're headed off to the Nine of Cups, which is like a dream come true, right? So I feel like that is kind of their nudge for it. Let's see what else they have here. Yeah. Peacock. What's that? I don't know why I had, what's her name? She's on like it's an America's Got Talent. Katy Perry. Doesn't she have a song about a peacock? But authenticity, be your divine self at all times. You weren't designed to fit in. Break away from expectations and fully express yourself in your own unique way, and you'll be a magnet for success. And I feel like you'll be a magnet for love too. And that's the don't try to fit into, those that job offering. You're like, no, that's okay. Someone else, you can hire someone else. I'm gonna go live my passion. I'm gonna go live my life. I'm gonna let my beautiful feathers be seen, and I'm gonna attract someone while I'm living my life, not trying to, do that. So I feel like that's where they're nudging you with that moonlight. Preaching to the choir, I know, right? All right. So many blessings. That's what they have for that one. And then we're going to jump to Patty and then back to you, Moonlight. So we'll be back to your other question here in a moment. So, Patty, thank you so much for your donation. Let me give that a love and a like. And thank you for your patience and getting to your reading here. So, a house move is needed in your future at the end of this month, and you started looking. How will you know when you found the right property? All right, let's take a look here. So, guidance from Spirit. How will you know? Anything else? No? All right. Well, I shuffled all these up, and you've got these powerful Father of Pentacles and Emperor energy here. You got like the ruler of the outside world of home, right? And the Emperor who rules over all of the kings. So there is this, um, there's not like a have to, supposed to be, should be, need to be. I feel like you will know when you do this, I just feel like you will, there'll be this glow almost with these rainbow antlers coming in. There's like, it just feels like these are your antennas that you'll know. It'll just feel right. But let's take a look here. Yeah. Ten of Cups. What makes you feel joy and overflowing? You're going to see it. You're going to be like, oh, this is it. And I feel like that's the kind of energy that's coming in. And if you're unsure of anything in here with this Ace of Swords, um, ask for clarity from Spirit, right? They they get the big picture view. They're the eye in the sky. They see the maze of life that we're in. And whenever we're unsure, it means we don't have enough information to make a decision. The heart, I feel like, is going to be a big indicator here. What makes you go like, I love this place? Does it make sense with everything else? I don't care. I'm going to wake up every day and feel this way about this place. I love it. Not, well, da da da, and get too much caught up in the mind. This is also about see things from a higher perspective. Get out of your head about the supposed to be and should be and need to be and have to be and must be, blah, blah, blah. You're like, you know what? I don't care that it doesn't have that or that because I love this and this. And, don't let the head make a decision. Let your heart make the decision here. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah. Again, it's like getting out of your head here. The Eight of Swords is about, becoming aware of your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that have made you feel trapped and restricted and small before. And, um, they're reminding me of, gosh, about 5 years ago, I was moving actually from this city to go live near my family in northern Idaho. And I, made this move sight unseen. And the first apartment fell through. It was a big fiasco. Like they wouldn't even like I sent a cashier's check via registered mail, and there was no one in the office to receive the registered mail for it. They didn't respond to me. Their voicemail was full. I sent an email, didn't get any responses back. It was the week before I was moving, and I didn't know if I was going to have somewhere to live or not. So I went, you know what? I found another apartment. There was only one left in the area where I was at. And when I went there, it was like, "Oh my gosh," because I didn't even know what it looked like. I was just like, "Well, it's gonna be temporary. I could always move somewhere else. At least I'll get across the country." I walked in and I'm like, "Oh my gosh." It was 2 bedroom, I only needed 1, but it gave me more space. It was an amazing, beautiful kitchen, and it was really, really nice. I was like, no one had lived in it before either. I was like, "Wow, what happened here?" But when I walked in, it was like this, wow, even though it was more than I wanted, a space and a little more in price, I was like, "Well, this is it. Here it is." And boom, it was beautiful. I stayed there for 2 years. So trust. Okay, that's what this tower is about. Trust. When something falls through, something goes and doesn't unfold, right? The way we want to, but you'll know from your heart, not from your mind. I feel is what's coming in here. Follow your heart, allow yourself to choose something that doesn't make sense as long as your heart enjoys it. I feel like that's where your move needs to be for this time. We're also going to pull a Akashic Truth Oracle here for you. All right. Yeah. Take the high road. Take the road that you are wanting with this too. I like this movement. Trust the movement here. I feel like it's more about the picture. Um, yeah. So you're at an impasse with a relationship or a situation. It's now time to think bigger, release desired outcomes, and take the most positive course of action. So don't get caught up in all the detail of the brain. Don't get attached to this outcome. Follow your heart and be open to what's coming. Take a road that is different than you normally would have, I feel is what's coming in there. So I like it. Hopefully that makes sense there for you, Patty. So many blessings to you. Thank you again for your donation. And then we have Moonlight, your cake emoji. Thank you for your additional donation. You said you also wonder what good is coming for you in the upcoming week. All right, let's take a look here. And for anyone new coming in, I'm not going to complete any free readings, except I'm finishing up donations here in a few, and then I'm going to move on to my YouTube channel members, um, because that's part of their what they get prioritization in these sessions too. But I didn't get to any of the non-member, non-donation free readings, but I will come back tonight. But if you want me to complete yours in this session, a donation of any kind, I will complete them. Or if you become one of my YouTube channel members, either my Zen Cricket or Praying Mantis level, I will also complete it in this session. But I'm not going to be able to get to any of the others. I'll be back tonight at 6 p.m. Mountain Time in about a little over 4 hours. And then also tomorrow, Sundays, I always come back on later in the afternoon and finish out any readings I didn't get to in that morning. But I don't do that on Fridays and Saturdays any longer because it became too much. Balance, balance. All right, so Moonlight, let's take a look here. What good is coming this next week? All right, boom. So you got 4 cards that came flying out. Actually, 5 cards came flying out. Bottom of the deck, you have the 7 of Cups. So a lot of different opportunities, feel a lot of different things and emotions. So feels like here, it's almost like 7 emotions for 7 days for because you wanted to know for this upcoming week. And I'm getting this emotional choice energy coming in here saying, you know what? There is something good every single day. Sometimes we just don't see it, right? I'm being reminded of this little boy. He was like a master. It just seemed like a little child. He was like 9 years old. And he was saying, whatever we focus on is what we grow and we become experts at, is what his big thing was. Like he goes, if you focus on negativity every day as much as you can, you become an expert at it, where you can find something to be negative about when other people can't even. You're an expert at it. He goes, but you could also look for your blessings, look for gratitude every day, and you become an expert where when some people can't find something to be grateful in a moment, you can because you become an expert. I feel like this is what's coming in, and I feel like that is a good thing in itself. It's empowering to be able to become an expert at finding things to be grateful for, because when the more we're grateful for things, the more our vibration matches the receiving of things to be grateful for. When we're experts at finding something to be upset about, we draw in, our energy is perfect for drawing in things not to be excited about. So I like that. So I feel like here, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, of next week, I feel like they're giving you your weekday kind of information that's coming in here, right? Let's see here. Seems your ex has not changed. Yes, he's looking for someone to complete him so he can marry the wants and needs of his family, filling the. Oh, right. Being stupid. You're like, avoid that, right, Moonlight? All right. So, Monday, you've got the Son of Pentacles. So, this Knight of Pentacles, it seems like Monday is a day of slowness, but the blessing we can see in slowness is that everything happens for us when things are slow. Gives me the opportunity to make decisions and choose higher vibration rather than lower vibration. So when things kind of feel slow, I can think about my choices and decisions rather than having to, put out fires and be in reactive mode every day. So Monday feels like a day of being able to respond because you have time to respond. So I like that. Tuesday, you crack me up. I just with what you said. Tuesday is the Justice card. So a good day of balance. They usually have the scales, but also Tuesday is a day where you can see things from that higher perspective, where you can see things from a place of unconditional love, and you're able to really reflect and see all the small t truths, all the people reacting out of fear around you about it's supposed to be and should be, need to be, have to be, must be. But I feel like Tuesday is a day of seeing things differently, seeing things from a higher perspective that allows you again to respond instead of react out of fear. You're just seeing things differently on Tuesday. Wednesday comes around, ooh, 10 of Pentacles, a day of abundance, a day full of gratitude. I feel like Wednesday would be a great day to really, put a silent vibrating alarm on your phone for every waking hour about gratitude and find something every hour to of what you're grateful for. I feel like that expands your Wednesday. Like I feel like Wednesday's going to be an abundant day. It's going to feel abundant right off the bat, but the more you do that, the bigger the reward, the bigger the abundance feels on Wednesday, even more so. Thursday, you got the Mother of Cups, Queen of Cups. So your intuition is right on the money on Thursday, especially. So really get still and listen to your inner voice, listen to spirit, really look for um, signs and synchronicities, because I feel like you definitely have this special extra connection on Thursdays there. And then on Friday, yeah, it's a day to take control. The Emperor is, it's like Friday is don't listen to anyone. You're in charge of your life on Friday. I like that. Let everyone else's expectations go. I feel like Friday is a day to decide for your weekend coming up next weekend that you get to decide what you want and you uh, choose what you're wanting to do and what um, everyone has their opinions and advice and, unsolicited advice, but you're like, you know what? I'm going to choose what I want to do this weekend. And if you choose to invite others, you can, but I feel like it's this weekend coming up. Friday is a big day where you are in charge, large and in charge, and you're going to decide what you're going to do. And, and if people do or do not want to go, that's fine. But I feel like it's a 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I feel like you deciding what you want to do, you putting plans together, you taking action and doing it. So I like that. Very empowering next week. And then your Akashic Truth Oracle. Yeah, it's about dependence. But I feel like it's about independence. This is a next week of independence. There's something or someone that you're clinging to, and it's keeping you from stepping into your light. You have everything you need to succeed, and the only approval you need is your own. So that's very much sums up about your Friday, Saturday, Sunday of next week. The only approval you need is your own. So it's about cutting away, what will other people think? What will they think? Well, I don't want them to be unhappy. It's a weekend of you choosing your happiness. So I like that. So that's what they have for you, Moonlight 5. So many blessings to you. Thank you again for your dual donations. Right. And then my last donation coming in here is from Nova. So Nova, thank you so much for that donation. Your multiple donations today. And thanks for the big red heart. So, what do the cool, awesome, amazing spirit guides that you love a lot want to say? All right. Yeah. I knew that they were having me, excuse me, look at all these other cards. These are the wisdom of the hidden realms. So let's take a look here. So let's take a look here. All right. It's that one right here. And you got the Ringmaster of Scrutiny. The magic wand. Dun, 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 dun. And that says discernment, clear vision, and details. Card number 9. The hermit's journey, right? So the ringmaster of scrutiny is all about the details. Look closely and pay attention to the smallest elements of what's being presented to you on your path. It's in these details, not the broad strokes, that you'll find the breathtaking beauty and perfection in what you observe. This ally is on your side to point to the deeper meaning of what unfolds in your life. And he reminds you that every moment counts. So here is, um, you know, Curtie Pie, right? Pointing you back to every moment, like that creative card that you got. It's like you're creating every moment. Every moment counts. Staying present in this perfect moment, observing the minute things, leads you to manifest your highest good and greatest desires. Grand gestures are for other times. It's the smallest acts that really count now. And I like that. It's this kind of nudging back to take each moment, the smallest action matters. Take each moment and take a small action each moment. Don't look for the grandeur right now. It's all about just each moment. What's in this moment? Okay, now what's in this moment? All right, now what's in this moment? All right, what am I doing in this moment? What am I thinking? What am I choosing in this moment? Right now, the challenging energy that this they can bring in um, is that they warn you to observe your situation with discernment and clarity. It's time to see the perceived flaws in the foundations that you and others have built under you. It also seems that you may be getting caught up in the details of your dream when really it's time to leave them to the divine. Leave the dream to us. Perhaps you're worrying about the past and the future too much, forgetting that the dream is created in the capital N now time. Often the ringmaster of scrutiny also brings a warning to read the fine print and watch for hidden agendas when you're involved with others. But don't worry. Whatever your current challenge, things can be resolved as soon as you cultivate detachment and trust that the details will be taken care of once you turn them over to the divine. The universe has an uncanny way of self correcting when you get out of your own way. I love that. So I love that for you. And then let's see what the Akashic Truth Oracle is here for you. All right. Here we go. Yeah, bring balance. You're putting too much energy into something, creating lack somewhere else. Take action now to correct the situation or risk further imbalance, which could lead to undesired results. So balance your energy. Balance your energy. So I love it. So that is what they have for you, Supernova. And again, thank you for all your multiple donations. And I'm so happy for your this. It's like that pivot point we talked about, where you've taken some action, and I love what you're doing and the awareness you're bringing to everything. Let's see, moonlight. Right, depends on the weather. Oh, snow. Oh, I love snow. I know you don't, but I'm jealous of you for Monday snow. We usually have our first snow on Halloween here where we're at, so we're getting close. Sometimes a little sooner. You never know. All right. So those are all my donations for right now. And I'm going to scroll to the top. And then any of my YouTube channel members will do your free readings. And anyone else, I'm sorry, I didn't get to any of the free readings in this session. I'm just going to finish up my YouTube channel members because it's part of their monthly YouTube membership. But I will be back tonight in about 4 hours for my evening session, and then also tomorrow. Tomorrow, Sunday, I always make sure to I'll get answers for everyone. I have like a 2 hour session, and then I go and spend an hour with my praying mantis members. Then I go eat, and then I come back and finish out all free readings. So from the Sunday session. So if you didn't get your answer today or tonight, be sure to come back tomorrow. We'll make sure we get messages from Spirit for you. All right. So scrolla, scrolla, scrolla. All right here. Uh-oh, doesn't look like it's showing everything here. Row. Let's see. How about if I do top chat? Let's see what happens here. And then let's turn it back to live. Let's see if it'll. Nope, it erased some of the chat. So, what I'm going to do here, because it's starting at 12:46, which that's not good because that's like almost 2 hours in. Let's see, so those were Nelia. Well, I know Shanji. I see yours there, so we'll do Shanji. And any of my others, I don't have any others that I can see. Everyone else had a donation. So I will, and biggest apologies to my YouTube channel members. I will, after I shut down the chat, it should let me go in and see it. And if I missed anyone, I will come back on and do a quickie for any of my YouTube channel members that I don't see the questions on here. Or if you guys are here and there were any, be sure to put it down, in the chat right now. All right. So Sean G, you are here. And then I apologize. I don't see your question. Oh, that's right above it. Oh, no, it isn't. So pop your question down. Oh, no, there it is. I see it now. Is there a future for S and U? You don't speak, right? All right. Yep, Nova, I completed all of yours because yours were donations. So I saw all those. But we have that. Yeah, Techie, you can, if anyone wants to make a donation, I'll still complete those. So you can do those for sure. Hey, yeah, it's been a while. So Sean G, let's take a look here. Is there a future for the two of you? Let's see here. I guess I haven't talked in a while. Let's see. What is going on with them here? It seems here that you guys have a lot of past life connection energy that's coming in here, right? Because you got the Moon card and the Six of Cups, and both of those for me are past life connections. So I understand the draw that you guys have for one another here, and I do feel that there is possibilities of an action. I don't feel like it's faded. I feel like there's this, but full of possibilities because you do have the Magician card that's coming in here. And this Magician card is about our energy. We can create and manifest experiences by what we focus on and what we grow, right? So if we focus on gratitude for what we did have and the communication you did have and experiences, it can draw in either communication and connection with that person, or it can bring in someone similar that's for our highest experience if we're vibrating at that higher vibration of gratitude and unconditional love and all that, right? If I focus on what I'm fearing, what I'm missing, and of course wanting, then that pushes things away, right? We know all that stuff. We talk about it all the time, right? But I feel like there is a possibilities and there is a strong past life connection that you guys have had many times. And I just feel here you've got the father of um, wands, the king of wands, which has, of course, fire energy, but behind the scenes, sword energy. And then, of course, the queen of swords rolls over swords, and behind the scenes has cups. So, like one of you has emotions, and then you guys have this connection intellectually, it feels like, and then one of you has passion. So, or one of you has emotion, the other has passion, but you guys come together a lot with your communication, with your intellectual and ways of thinking and kind of air energy. And so, I do feel like there is a possibility of it happening here. You even got the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom, which is relationship energy, but I don't feel like there's it's not fated. I feel like it takes both of you with this magician energy to focus on gratitude to draw each other together. So, don't know, necessarily that there's like if you want more than besides an intellectual connection, I don't know if I'd invest energy in it. It's like meh, meh, one can offer emotion, the other can offer passion, but not emotion, and that's probably them, right? And so there's like, I don't know, if we're able to, um, to go that, to look at that compatibility. You guys do have a lot of, like I said, past life connections over and over, so the attraction is very below the surface, kind of subconscious, and in that kind of that realm. So hopefully that helps, Sean. And morning. No, I didn't get to any of the other free readings. I'm only doing donations and any of my YouTube channel members. Um, and I'm gonna try here after I do techies donation here. I'm gonna try to pull up the chat a different way because it is not giving me very far back. Hasn't done that in a long time, but it's like disappeared. So, and I'm not doing any more free readings, but donations and any of my YouTube channel memberships I will complete in this session. Right. So, Techie, good to see you. I was like, I recognize the name, but I'm like, oh, now I remember who you are because in your email, I'm like, good to see you. Yeah, it's been a while. So thank you for your donation. Let's take a look here. All right, so let's take a look here. So you have a cousin that recently passed. Oh, we loved him dearly. You can see how he saw or sees you or how he felt and feels about you. So, of course, how they feel about you now is totally different than they experienced you as the human. Because all of our loved ones, when they go to the other side, immediately they're by our side. They'll be with us the rest of our lives. They can be with every single loved one all at the same time, 100% present. And there's also they have access to every one of our emotions and thoughts, everything we've experienced all the way back into the womb and the rest of our lives, but they keep that to themselves. But they are able to really see us in a completely different way because they see every emotion we had, every struggle, every thought, belief, and mindset. So there's a lot of clarity that comes in there. And so they see you from that point of view. They're a big support. They're always around us, always giving us messages, signs, and synchronicities to have us remember that they're there. Especially if out of the blue you're not thinking about them and you have a memory that pops in, that's them, doing that. So, you know, as far as how they feel about you now, it's unconditional love and acceptance and support. They don't have an opinion outside of that. So, they do give you all that. They do show you all that. Um, and like you said, they have been showing you a lot of signs and things. So, there's not, you know, like a judgment from them. They have no judgment. They're just excited to be along for the adventure and that they're not in this confined fear amusement park anymore. But we'll take a look here and see like how they had felt about you. And we talk about when that's from their standpoint, where they came from, etc. So let's take a look here and see what we have here. So how did they see you and feel about you? Yeah, just to see what kind of, it's through their own glasses of their life, of course. You know, he's he is pretty funny. He's like, through my effed up life, that's how I perceived you. So don't take it too seriously. He's pretty funny. I like him. So they did see you here with the full card here as someone that was like, um always on a new adventure. Now what is she doing? Now where is she going? Now what's happening? And I love that. He's like, um, you know, that so that's the kind of a humorous kind of like, now who you dating? Now where are you going? Now where are you working? They always saw you as someone that was on these new adventures and someone who wasn't afraid to take new adventures. So I like that. Yeah. Knight of Wands, they saw you as someone feisty, movement, very fiery, that you would choose, to head off and, you know, it's like, you didn't hesitate to make change, to make movement, to go a different direction, to do things that you were very much, this go, 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 right? And the 10 of Pentacles, they saw you as, wanting to live your best life and wanted this full life, and you would do whatever it took. You had like boundless energy of trying to live your dream and trying to have a full life there. And underneath the surface, yeah, they saw the Lover's card here, which this is an important friendship relationship. And so they really did see you as an important individual in their lives. Not in romantic ways, of course, but they were just like they just really saw you as a strong presence, in their life, in this way. So, um, I think that's important to know. And then what else do we have here? Yeah, 3 of Cups, joy and celebration, emotional stability, coming in here. So they saw you even, like you were joy and you had a smile and you were excited and you spread a lot of great, a lot of great love around, a lot of great emotion. And the 4 of Cups, they're like, you might think you might be surprised by this, but I did see you as emotionally stable. But they are hilarious. But they're like, yeah, they saw you as someone who was very stable. You just had a lot of excitement and dreams and fire energy. And they knew that. They knew that about you. They're just like, don't try to bridle a horse on fire. Let the horse on fire run because it has the ability to do so. Yeah. 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 So very interesting there. Um, yeah. And again, you because you got the full card on the bottom of the deck. Here's the world card, the ending of old cycles, beginning of new adventures, the 5 of wands. A bit energetically unstable, which, That's what the whole thing was about with the fiery horse. They're like, um, and they kind of, I wouldn't say envied you, but they were like they really saw how you were not afraid and how your energy, it's like you were, like a frying pan. You would and off you go, or you would express yourself, and they felt very unsafe to be able to express themselves. That's why they were so quiet and reserved. And they saw all of this in you that they were just like, wow, um, and that's why they were like, don't make her shrink, because it's like they kind of lived. I don't want to say drama. The Five of Wands is a drama card, but you had a lot more drama in your life than they did, and they kind of lived vicariously through you with your drama, and it was okay. That's they didn't judge you about it. They actually were like, "So what's going on in your life now? Because mine's boring, in comparison." So they kind of lived through you in that way. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. So I love that. And then while you're doing that, there's also an Akashic Truth Oracle. Let's see what else they want you to know here. Yeah. So he says, open up. You're being asked to open your heart to another. So open your heart to them. Let down your walls and trust that they want what's best for you. Your life will open up in wonderful ways once you decide to open up. So yeah, they see your heart and how you protect your heart. You have a lot of passion, a lot of energy, a lot of go, 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 go. But they're saying that, opening your heart, it's tough, but so there's a vulnerability that they're encouraging you to do, because that does change your life. And that would be like one of their words of wisdom from the higher realms to give you, now that they're able to do an analysis of your entire life. All right. So that's what they have for you. And as you're doing that, I did have another donation come in, so I'm going to jump and do that while you're doing your other one. So Maria, thank you so much for your back for your donation. So let's take a look here, Maria. So what would Walter like to tell you if he could? All right. So what would he like to tell you? Right. And then what's the update with his ex now and leaving time frame? Okay. And what will Walter and you what will it be like next time? Based on current energies. We'll see what that is. All right. So, what would he tell you if he could? Yeah, that he's battling between his head and his heart here around expectations and disappointment, fearing disappointment, being disappointing and being disappointed. Um, and and I don't feel like they would want to tell you that it doesn't have a whole lot to do with you, but that it's just because of past experiences and um, history, not with you, but history, his story. And this is his story, that they've got all this stuff, and that they've been told they've disappointed and not been enough in the past, and that there's a record of them being of disappointing people, and that they fear that you will be disappointed in them too. So that's pretty vulnerable, and of course they would um I don't feel like they would hold back in telling you this, just not yet, but I feel like this is what they would want to tell you. because of everything that's happened and everything going on. They're confident in themselves, which is a thing. They're like, they can see how they, like, I have so much to give, but why are people always disappointed? Because there's this long list of expectations that differ from our own. And, they know they can give a lot, but they seem to have always, n- people have always been unhappy with them. And I like that. And it's kind of like there's this underlying message. If you could have zero expectations on me, you're going to love what I have to offer. But if you have expectations on me and I sense disappointment, I will pull back. Um, and that's what they wish they could say, but they don't want it to come across as a threat. But if that makes sense. So that's for that. What's the update? What's going on with their ex and him leaving in the time frame here? Oh, right. Okay. Well, it's still progressing. Seven of Pentacles, slow and steady. So it's unfolding. There is a lot of, here's the devil, here she is, devil card energy, a lot of, challenging, a lot of um, rattling of the cages, a lot of, feeling suppressed, feeling trapped, feeling caged, again, feeling exhausted with all of this. So they've got this energy that's there of so much, you know, um, fear, so many small t truths, so many things they feel, um, like we are just talking about all this disappointment, so much, you know, so many rules that are there, which is great because that does want them to leave that situation. And the Six of Wands is, victory and movement kind of energy. So there is movement happening. It's just because there's so much involved, so many details involved, so many fears, so many supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts that they're trying to work through, that's what's taking time. But there is victory and there is movement with the Six of Wands that comes in there. And then what will it look like when you and Walter hang out next? All right. All right. Yeah. So, we've got a great balance, the Justice card, a lot of clarity, I feel like with this Ace of Swords, a lot of conversation, a lot of uh, reflection, seeing things from higher perspectives, transforming small t truths, again, all these expectations and small t truths, freeing from that, balancing of the scales, not feeling so lopsided in their minds around the supposed to be and should be and need to be, have to be and must be. Got the Nine of Pentacles, the feeling of abundance, the feeling of, you know, openness and overflowingness there. Um, and it's kind of the hermit's journey about being away. So I don't not necessarily if you guys are going to hang out virtually or in person. If you hang out in person, it's going to be away from everything. It's not going to be, so much out in public. It's really like this deep conversations that needs to happen away from prying ears, to where you guys can just chat and be yourselves. Yeah, with the Seven of Wands, being true to your authentic selves, shining bright, not dimming your light, just being who you are. And I like that. No defensiveness. Feels feels like a very deep kind of like, whoa, we got into some deep conversations. It's a lot of talking, some laughing, but I feel like it's very deep conversations more so than other things. So very interesting. Let's see what your Akashic uh, truth oracle have to say here too. Let it go. Let it go. Is it a monkey? So you're being asked to let go of whatever pain and resentment you've been holding on to. it's hurting you, and you can't fully be present in your life if you're holding on to this negativity. Release it and be free. Wow, this is the conversation. Deep, deep, letting it go. I'll say it again because I feel like this is what your conversations kind of this deep conversation. You're being asked to let go of whatever pain and resentment you've been holding on to. It's hurting you, and you can't fully be present in your life if you're holding on to this negativity. Release it and be free. Reminds me of the forgiveness little analogy that I read, and it was an oracle card among one of my 150 or whatever. But it said, um, like forgiveness is choosing to no longer be a vessel of pain because of someone else's choice of action or non-action, words or silence, but it's about pouring out the wrath so that I can become a vessel of love instead of pain. And I like that. I feel like that's a big part of your conversation to get together. Woo! Sounds like fun. Right. Well, that's what they have for you, Maria. So I like it though. It's vulnerable. It's and trusting, and I like that. So, right, so that's what they have for you, Maria. And again, thank you so much for your donation. All right. And then Techie, thank you so much for your additional donation here. And so, how do you see your cousin versus supporting me since he's passed? All right. Let's take a look here. Those. So let's see here. So that's how he supported you before, and this is how he supported you since you passed. Well, yeah. So it's funny, they saw you. He saw you as cousins here. Of course, they were like, the son is like a knight, and the daughter is like a page. But I like how in this particular deck, it's they saw themselves as a son, they saw you as a daughter, of someone else, and it's almost like they saw you as like a sister instead of a cousin. And the support they gave here, both emotional and mental, um, is what they it's funny, it's what they thought they gave you as a cousin, but it was because, in their realm where they were at, they thought they were, it's like Spock. That's funny that he's like, Spock thought he was being emotional, and you're like, "No, that's not emotion." But, that's funny from where they were studying, they thought they were supporting you, you know, as like a brother, and with, and more so, it was more the mask. I feel like they were taught to suppress their emotions. They wish they could have supported you more. Of course, now they're like, they don't judge themselves, but they're like, "Oh, I see how I could have supported you more emotionally," but they were taught to suppress their own emotions. Whereas now, they they support you as a bright light, the sun, and the Father of Pentacles, which is the King of Pentacles. So they definitely support you, um, this human side of you, as someone so much more powerful, someone as a part of source, as a part of resource. And I really feel here they'll shine bright light onto you in your moments. And then also, the Father of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, is supporting you in your physical world. So I feel like a big piece of them is they bring you this inner light, but they really like, showing you things in the outside world. And I feel like they want to show you your power, is a lot of what they feel here with the Father of Pentacles and the Emperor who rules over all the kings, that they want to show you the bright light that you are, and they support you in trying to show you, uh, um, and kind of guide you in remembering who you really are, remembering you're a powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being who's made of unconditional love, right? And that you can see yourself from this brighter standpoint of who you really are. And I feel like that's the support is having you connect to the spirit world and just to nudge you and prod you and remind you, both emotional flow, energetic flow, memories, and that the resources are endless now, and to be able to support you. And I like that. Let's see here. So what else? I don't think I pulled a truth oracle for you here. Let's see what else I want you to know here. Yeah, helping you connect to your intuition as well. It says repeating patterns are keeping you from making a new choice on this situation. Break free from old ways of thinking and ask for new insight. So definitely learning to connect with intuition. Yeah, that's funny. You're like, I wonder if I'll follow in his footsteps. He was a lawyer. Your repeating patterns are keeping you from making a new choice. Break free from old ways. Do something different. Don't be a lawyer. That's funny. But future, he's really steering away from the future because he wants you to, be don't want to influence your power of choice. So they're like, could be whatever you'd like to be. You do that. All right. So that is what they have for you, Techie. Thank you again for your additional donation. I really appreciate that. And then I'm going to try something here before I go because I was wondering if I could access the chat because it disappeared. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I shut down here, if it restores it over here. Well, it went back a little further. Let me see. Maybe if I do live chat. Oh, nope. That made it worse. Okay, what if I do pop out again? Thank you guys so much. And thank you guys so much for oh no, that got rid of like everything. um thank you guys so much for being patient and getting to your guys' readings, and apologies for all the free readings I didn't get to. I only got to my donations, and then I'm trying to complete my YouTube channel members as well. Um and I don't think I see any others that didn't make a donation. Let me see. Here we go. So as we did Shanji, so we did that one. I did see that one. All right. Let me try jumping in here real quick. If not, I will jump back on as soon as I'm able to see the chat. Let's see, is it going to let me access it here? Maybe. Ooh. It disconnects. My apologies. Let me mute that. Okay. I'll do live here. See, does it let me go all the way back? No, it's not letting me go back further right now. All right. Well, we tried, but I definitely will. I'll check here. I'm going to go eat some lunch. And if I see that I missed any of my YouTube channel members, I will jump back on to complete your guys's. But I did get through all the donations. I did get through what I thought was my YouTube channel members. No free readings in this session. Apologies. But I will be back here at 6 p.m. Mountain Time and for a couple hours. And then tomorrow as well from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain. And on Sundays, whatever readings I don't get to, free readings and everything, I do come back on later in the afternoon and finish them all out. So if you've been trying, hang in there. Definitely come back tomorrow. If not this evening, and we'll see if we can get it to this evening. If not, tomorrow for sure. So thank you guys again for all your love and all your support. I greatly appreciate you. And remember, every second of every day of our lives, that we truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you guys again, enjoy the rest of your day or night, wherever you're at in the world. And until I see you, much love. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. And we'll see you soon.